Yo, how you doing today, man? Happy Friday. I hope everybody having a good day. I hope everybody got paid today. Yeah, most people love Fridays. I know I do. You looking forward to towards the weekend. So yes, so I hope I hope you have some good plans with your kids. I know my kid be bugging me about doing something for herself for this Sunday. So I'm looking forward. I hope you're doing good. Today's live is gonna be about my man Cam Newton, NFL quarterback. I had a few people hitting me up on the Instagram. I guess people want to know since I'm doing this YouTube shit. People want to know my opinion on it. They say, like, "Oh, Papa, you should do this. You should do the live about. You should do the live about Cam Newton." Everybody know I'm a sport junkie. I'm a sport junkie and a rap historian. So, and I was like, you know what? Let me go live on this since Cam Newton happens to be for the past 2 days. I want to say people been talking crazy about the man, yo. And hey, shout out to everybody in the chat right now, man. CKC Entertainment, what's good, baby? What's up, Miss Journey? How you doing, lady? James Hudson, what's up, fam? See, like I was saying, everybody was asking me about doing a live about Mr. Cam Newton. So here we go now, and I got my opinion on it, of course. And it's just first of all, I just don't understand why that's even is supposed to be a headline what the man said. But I want to start out first. But if people, I don't know if everybody know who Cam Newton is. So just to give a little brief story about the man, Cam Newton is a he is a man. He from down south. My man, and I want everybody to pay close attention to this. He's a South guy. He come from a two parents home, right? Mama and daddy have been married for 38 years. And I guess if I am mistaken, Cam Newton say that his even his grandma live in the crib with them. So he come from like a real structure of a home. And he did a podcast with Gilly the Key and Wallow. For people who don't know who they are, Gilly the Key used to be a rapper. Now he do the podcasting, and they got a podcast named $1 Million Game, million dollar worth game. That's the name of the podcast. Pretty good actually. I love me some Gilly. I love me some Gilly, yo. And Wallow happened to be his cousin that just got out of jail, and they started doing the podcast thing, and that thing is flying. It's flying. It's a great podcast, actually. If I am mistaken, they got over 1 million subscribers. So please, before I continue, before I forget, I need everybody to please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. I need everybody's support. Like the video and comment. Let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. If you agree, disagree, and please share this with everybody on your social media, man. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, man. I'm halfway there, so I need the people support, yo. If you rock with your boy, man, that only takes subscribe and like and comment. It should only take you about 30 seconds. So please subscribe to my channel, yo. But back to Cam, yo. He comes from a real, you can say a real home. Mama, father at the crib. So he know what the structure of the home looks like. And this past, I think it was last week that he did a podcast. My man Cam Newton, he made the headlines by saying that he need a women shouldn't be worried about too much about being buzz bait. I don't know what I mean. Everybody know what a buzz bait know what that means. So everybody, of course, Of course, man, a lot of women got upset, got in their feelings, because can't say like, yo, can you, instead of being a buzz babe, can you cook? Can you be quiet? Can you let a man? Can you let a man be a man and just chill the fuck out, right? And man, boy, when I was on my social media in the past 2 days, boy, everybody, I mean, most people was when most women was killing Cam, boy. They were killing my man Cam. And I was laughing because most women complain that there is no enough men. Most men out here is broke. That's why if you go into social media, every woman be killing the average man. If you're an average man in today's society, making 40, 50, 60,000, according to women, they that man is broke, according to them. So here it goes, Cam. This is a man that, and this is information that you can Google yourself. This Cam Newton, this man have made in the NFL about $140 million. Online, $130 million. Just on the NFL. We don't even talk about endorsement. So this we got over here a man that is accomplished, got everything. He's an athlete, 6'4", 6'5", 250 pounds. So if a woman go to the lab and if a woman go to the lab and create a man, that man should be Cam Newton. Rich, tall, dark, athletic, and he got some money. So this man is like dear near a woman's dream if you really look at it. And for so weird reason, they were complaining about the man. They were complaining about the man. They're complaining about the man that he required for a woman to cook and clean and kind of like be quiet. And and now I started thinking, man, if Cam Newton can now make those kind of suggestions, then who else can? That means us average men can't even say anything. You can say anything on today's day anymore, man, because it's always you always gonna hear pushback from some kind of weird group of people, and they're always complaining about the most weirdest shit ever, yo. I don't get it, man. Before the video, man, what's up, family? Mr. Simon, what's good, man? Hey, how you doing, Morena? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Tú estás bien? Minka, baby, what's up, baby? I'll send the link in a minute, baby. I got you. I just haven't forgot about you. And for everybody who's in the shop, I appreciate you, man. I really, really appreciate you. So I wanna I don't wanna misquote my man Cam Newton. I wanna read what he said completely, what he said exactly. My man Cam Newton said, "I grew up in a 3-parent household. My mom, my father, and my grandmother, and I knew what a woman was, not a bad bitch." And then can't continue. A bad bitch is a person who just, I gotta tell you, I'm a bad bitch. I'm doing this and doing that. She look up to par, but she doesn't act up to par. There is a lot of women who are bad bitches, and I say bitches in a way not to degrade a woman, but just to go off of what they say. That this is Cam Newton words, and can continue. Not a woman for me is handling your own by knowing how to cater to a man's needs, right? And I think a lot of times when you get that I'm a boss bitch, I'm a this, I'm a that, no, baby, can you cook? Do you know how to be quiet? You don't know. Do you know how to allow a man to lead? That was Cam Newton words right there. So and people found that they started calling Cam a sexist. They started calling Cam He's outdated. They're saying Cam Newton need to go back to the 1950s. I remember I read a message saying a woman said like if you need a girl to cook, why don't you marry a chef? Oh man. Oh my man Cam, man. Like and the thing is, man, like this to remind you, this is a successful, rich man. This is a rich guy right here, man. Like this man got and my opinion on this is this. Can got a lot of money. Can, like I said earlier, he made over 130 million on the NFL field. We haven't even counted endorsements. So it's like safe to say that Can made over 160, 180 million dollars in his lifetime. Whoever endowed with Can as a wife or girlfriend, most likely she ain't gonna cook anyway. But if a man if that man like required for his woman to cook, what is so wrong about it? Like god damn, like to me, yo, like knowing how to cook, clean, that's like humans being needs 101, yo. Like you're supposed to know how to do this before you turn 15. Me personally, I know how to cook. I know how to cook real good. I actually can cook better than 80% of the women. I can put money on that. Because in today's society, most women don't know how to cook. And like they don't take like they don't put emphasis into that. And I would like to know in the chat, man, like how do you feel about that? Do you think it's required for women to know how to cook in today's day? Is it too much for women? It, for men to ask the women that they need to know how to cook. And I would like to ask the people in the chat, do you think that camnewton is a common word wrong or out of bounds? I like please like let me know what you think about that. Do you believe that? And then let me see what's going on in the chat right now. Hold on. Okay, okay, I'm sorry for that. Like I would like to know if you think that Canyon is success. That's what I would like to know. And I will be dropping the link because I don't want to talk to myself over here. I wanna hear men and women opinion. I need to know what people think. Yo, what's going on? Yeah, my thing is frozen. Oh, okay, I got it. I'm sorry, I still learning how to do this. So let me see. I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna send the link to my hunger real quick. Hold on. Copy it. All right. What do you think? Do you think that was Kenyon wrong? Is it too much for him to? Is it too much for a man, especially a man his caliber, to ask a woman to like she can cook for him and kind of like follow his lead? Let me see what the chat's saying. My man CKC saying that. Let me see what he said. He agreed. My man before the billion, he's a John guy. He got his stuff together in the ATL, and he got a girlfriend. He said he's not a sexist. My man Ian Simon said, I think both people need to know. Let me highlight this. Matter of fact, let me do it this way. Let me go back. My man CKC said, yeah, he agreed. I think both people need to know how to cook. If my wife can, I need to know how to satisfy myself. That's true. And then my man say Ken wasn't wrong, but this just underscores the attack on traditional value. Now that's fact. I was gonna say that next. Take it for highlighted, bro. My man ain't go back and say she doesn't know how to. That wouldn't be compatible. That is true. I need some women. I need some women comments. Oh, okay, it's a woman right here. Now, Cam is not a sexist, but his number, his pay grade. What is it? But his number, his pay grade wouldn't mean she doesn't need to know too much of anything about you. That's true. That's I just say that. A man of Cam Newton status, whoever ended up being his women, really don't they really don't require it. She's not gonna be cooking every day. Hell, when you married to a man like Cam, they didn't even raise their own kid, bro. Cam gonna have like two, three. They're gonna have like two, three mates. They're gonna have a in-house school teacher, or whatever. They're gonna have an instructor. They're gonna have all type of stuff going on, yo. And okay, travel is coming. I got somebody in the back, man. It's about to get real juicy over here. This is a modern woman with traditional values. We don't know. We don't know yet. We're gonna find out, man. Oh. Hello, lady.
Hi, Poppy.
How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good, good. First, let me thank you for taking time off your busy day to come roll with your boy, baby.
Hey, man, you know you're my guy.
Yeah, can I call you baby? You know what I'm saying? Because
Of
can you
course.
no, but can you say call a girl a sweetheart? And they were killing him for that too.
Well, I mean, I will say this. I feel like before you used to try and call me sweetheart, and I was like, oh, hell no. But you and I have a much better relationship now than we did in the first. You know what I mean? It was
And for
bad.
and for those who don't know, man, Mika got her own thing going on. She got the Great Pill podcast. I will post in the link later. So
Yep.
everybody, matter of fact, let me do that right now. But I would like to know, yo, do you know who Canyon is, right?
Mm-hmm. Based off of what
And
you've been talking about. And then I'm like Googling.
yeah, the reason I'm asking, I don't want to sound sexist, so let me say that you got to say that nowadays now, but the reason I'm asking you, most women don't know about football.
I don't give a shit about football. I don't know about football. The only reason I
Exactly. You
knew
see,
was because you said something. And granted, there are women that like football and grew up watching it with their dad. I get that. I have the same thing with soccer. So I'm good with soccer. I'm not good with football. You know what I
I go with
mean?
any sport. Like I watch, like I know about soccer, I know about football, but I know about sport that people don't even will think that I know about.
There was a
So it just
meme.
I'm a sport
There,
junkie. That's why.
there was a meme that said like if you go over to her house and she has ESPN Plus, but she lives alone, run, run.
I never heard that one. Who say that?
It was just a meme. I like laughed so hard. I'm like, damn. Yeah, I would never pay for that. Um,
I
but
want to
it's
know
like
what is your take about my man Cam Newton, yo?
I'm like torn because on one hand, I think like I'm gonna say on one hand, I personally like as much as I you know me, like I just even told you I'll call you after my work call. Like I work like a dude, right? And it's exhausting. I don't want to work like a dude. I definitely want to find a partner that's going to help or that I can like relax. Absolutely. I want to be a female. I believe in like traditional roles. And I also believe like even if I'm working, I if I want to have a family, that also means I need to be able to know how to cook and clean and do the laundry and do all these things. But I also may want what I'm looking for is wanting a partner that's going to help me on my business side so that I can do those things because I want to. I think that it's I think that like I understand where it came from because a lot of women get with guys and like they cook and they clean for them and they do their laundry and they do all these things and then these guys don't care and they take them for granted and la da 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 da. But that's in your 20s. You know what I mean? Like you fuck up and you go through that relationship, just like guys like that are good men will do all the things that women want, like pay for meals, open doors, be gentlemen, wait for the girl, all these things. They do that in their 20s, and they're like, and I don't know what happens to people, but then they start thinking like, hey, fuck men, fuck girls, like this is how it is, right? And some people, for some reason, they go into that same mentality in their 30s or as they get older when they're looking for an actual relationship. I think that's what the issue is, because like if Cam wants a woman that cooks and cleans, he shouldn't be like castrated for it. He should be like,
Exactly.
okay, that's what he wants, right? I think it's just the women that have their own. It's just about, you know how I am. Like it's the same thing. Like when I say what I want, and a bunch of hurt guys in the chat are like, "Oh, she ain't worth it. She's low value." Blah 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 blah. Right? It's the same. It's the same thing that's happening to Cam. He's got a bunch of hurt ass bitches that are making a big ass thing out of nothing when all he's saying, like, if I'm paying rent, if I'm taking care of my family, if I'm taking care of you and probably your mom and probably your family, because I got it like that, I want you to suck my dick, clean, cook. I want to be
Ooh-wee.
able to come
Now you
home and
talking.
right.
Now
And
you
like,
talking. Come on, let's go.
but
Now
I'm
we
gonna say
talking.
right, but I'm gonna say this is that it's the dumb bitches that say that they want a high value man, but don't want to be high value themselves. They can't do any of those things. And then they say that they're boss, but really that they're doing OnlyFans or they're being hookers, right? And they're the ones that are like, well, I'm going to find someone better. Bitch, the only person you're going to find that's better like that is not going to be young. He's not going to be cute. He's not going to be handsome. He's probably going to be the fat guy. You know what I mean? The fat rich guy. And like, the women, and this is what I'm trying to teach other women, is like be the difference, be smart. Like instead of following that same routine, be the girl that's like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna cook for you. Be the girl that's like, fuck yeah, oh, like, hey babe, I know you've been doing your laundry this way, but because this is what I do. Because like you're, how tall are you, Poppy?
I'm only 6 foot.
Okay, only Jesus.
I
So
wanted to be a 6'3".
oh my
Listen,
god. Look,
I thought when I got like to 15, 14, I was this tall already. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be 6'3", 6'4". I go to the NBA. Man, God punished me, man. I stopped growing. I'm
yeah,
6 foot, 6 foot and a
yeah,
couple in the cup in the middle. So I'm like
yeah.
close to 6 foot and a half type of thing.
See, okay, so you're 6 foot. So this is one of the things that I inadvertently teach guys when I'm with them. Because I do, if I'm with you and I rock with you like that, like I'm invested and I those are like my qualities, right? And one of the things that I start doing is like I'll do your laundry and I'll be like, hey babe, like because you're bigger, if you're using like those little pod things, I'm like, you're bigger, you're a big human. I'm 5 foot. That one pod is good for my clothes. You need like three of them. And all of a sudden, this guy's clothes are smelling good. And he's like, damn, I never realized they didn't smell good before. Boom, I just added value to your life, motherfucker.
A whole lot of that.
And
Let me ask you
like,
this, girl. When you I mean, for the record, you're not married, right?
no,
All right. You don't have a boyfriend.
no.
When you have a when you get into a relationship with a man, do you do these things? Let's say you 3, 6 months into the relationship with this guy, right? Are you the kind of
Mhm.
woman that do he have to ask you to cook for him, or you just do it naturally? Like
I
that's
just do
something
it.
that come naturally.
It's I will say this, I have always been the girl that just does it naturally after, like, a month.
Okay.
Um, that and I will say that I've learned from that, that instead that's why I haven't been in a relationship so long because I'm trying to pick better. I kept picking the guys that, like, didn't give a shit, and then later on, they're like, "Oh my god." So what I'm trying to do is pick someone that values me first based off of who I am, and then bring those things to the table, right? Because I want someone that's gonna fall for me being me, not for the things that I provide. And so it's like a kind of like a little test run. And there was one dude that like he was like upset and we were just like hanging out and I gave him a massage and I felt the energy shift and I was like, ah fuck.
Oh
it's
hell no.
it's and I'm fucking good. Like this man was just like, oh my god, I feel new. I'm like, yeah, I know. And I just like I had to like cut it off because he wasn't the one, right? He didn't have all the any really of the things that I was looking for. We weren't even dating. It's it's that mentality that I have to keep up with when I do find someone that has qualities, meaning like they are what I'm looking for. I have no problem cooking for him on day one. I literally have give two shits about what is like kosher and what's not.
So you don't have absolutely, just to double check, you don't have absolutely no problem with what my man camnewton said, right?
Hell fucking no. I'm the bitch teaching bitches to be that bitch.
Mm.
Like the problem is that you got like 80% of the women. Where does he live? Do you know?
He right now, I'm going to assume North Carolina because he put with the Panthers, and he's been. Okay, let me do a quick background, friend. He got drafted to the Carolina Panthers. So I'm going to assume he in North Carolina because we played there for the first 8 or 9 years of his life. So I'm going to assume he actually lived there.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Most of the girls that are hanging around him trying to get his attention are the boss bitches, influencers, really like stunning badass bitches, right? Right. The problem with them is when he asks for them to cook, they're going to say either I don't know how or I don't do that. Right? Bitch, you have the man. So what I'm teaching women is when you have that man, you have all the problem with women is like women want the high value man without any of the high value things that come with him, meaning you have to be supportive because he's doing a shit ton. You have to be able to maintain and hold down the house because he's out there working and providing for you. You have to be able to be understanding that sometimes he's going to want to like have quiet time. You got to communicate that so us dumb bitches aren't like, you don't like me anymore. And we understand like, okay, you just want quiet space. Because we're women, we like to talk. We think the way that our brains are trained is like we talk it out, and you guys sometimes just you're like a balloon that just needs to pop and like decompress, right? And that's something that I've had to learn. So all these things are the things that like I've had to learn of like, oh, just because a man wants that doesn't make me any less than a woman. The problem with all these feminists and everything is that they think, and I'm gonna say it for you, because I'm so proud of how politically correct you're being, Poppy.
I don't want to get canceled before I get started.
I hear you, and I'm like, my guy. Oh, I'm so proud. But I will say it for everybody. The problem with these dumbass bitches is that they think, oh, if you want to be a housewife, you're a dumb bitch. The meaning and the purpose of feminism and the movement was supposed to be so that women had a choice, meaning you could have a high paying job and be the breadwinner of your house, or you could run for presidency, or you could run for council, or you could vote, or you could, if you wanted to, do OnlyFans, or if you wanted to, you could be a housewife. Like you want to take care of the kids, you want to be the girl that's like taking care of everything while your man's at home or while he's at work or while he's traveling for work or whatever it is. You get to have a choice of being that. And society's put such a nasty ass standard that any woman that wants to do that or be that is less of a woman. When in fact and that's what I'm trying to teach women is like, it's actually the opposite. Because if you want to be that, now you're the minority. And most high value men want that woman because they are high value man. There's a lot of stress. If I'm a high value woman and I'm telling you I work like a dude, I'm exhausted. This shit is stressful. You can't have your feelings. You can't have your moments of like, okay, I need to take care of myself. For the past like 2 weeks, like even Angelus, my podcast husband, on the Gray Pill, we haven't even been able to communicate because I've been so busy in my work life. I have it where I'm lucky enough to have him hold it down for me, right? That's all that Cameron's trying to say. He wants somebody that's going to hold it down for him. That man is in the NFL. It's only now that we are actually seeing what a catastrophic job that is, and it's dangerous. In a split second you're paralyzed. In a split second your arm is cut off. In a split second anything can happen to you. Yes, you're making a shit ton of money, but it's still dangerous and it's hard on your body. It's stressful, and on an emotional level, on an intellectual level, on a mental level. You're playing in front of hundreds of thousands of people, not to mention all the millions of people that are watching it on TV. He needs somebody that's going to hold it down so when he comes home or when he gets off that field, he feels safe. That's the purpose of a woman, to make a man feel safe, as the same for a man to make a woman feel safe. That's when you find your person. Sorry, I'm so pissed off.
do you think like this is what most that in my opinion it went over a lot of females' head. if you married to a man like Kanye, do you honestly believe you're gonna be doing a whole lot of cooking anyway? Like, come on.
And
Let's be
that's
honest.
and that's but that's the thing is that like so I'll tell you this. So like the reason that
No, no.
I
The
kind of
reason, hold on. Let me finish.
go
The
ahead.
reason why I'm telling you this because people, most people don't know Kang is a vegetarian. He
Oh
started doing that for the
really?
past, yeah, he started doing that the past 2 years. And it's kind of crazy. Ever since he became a vegetarian, his playing decreased. So I don't, because the reason why football is a violent game, you need meat. You see what I'm saying? So, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if those two kind of like cross path, but it's like, it's a interesting thing, right? So Kang is a vegetarian. And let's be honest, most people don't know how to cook vegetarian food. I know I would. I know how to cook real good, and I wouldn't.
I do.
Yeah, but like when I say most people, I'm not saying everybody.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying? You
I
probably
know.
are you a vegetarian?
No, but I told you before I go in between periods of like going vegetarian just because I
Mm,
feel like my body needs a cleanse. Like if I'm
okay.
eating a shit ton of like McDonald's and Taco Bell,
Uh-huh.
like let me eat my like vegetables.
So if you get with a man like that, he don't eat, like it. How many times being can or somebody of the caliber of Canyon wife or girlfriend? How many times a week you gonna be cooking? You see what I'm saying? How many? How
And
many?
that's
Because I don't know too many rich people. I only know a few. And I tell you like this, man. The few rich people I know, the women didn't even raise their own kid. I'm gonna keep it 100 because they got like a whole nanny. They got a they got an instructor.
yep.
It's everybody else handling the kids except the mom. And from my point of view, that I'm not talking about everybody. I only talk about you know what I mean, a few people because you got to make the disclaimer because everybody start getting their feelings hurt. You know what I mean? Oh my God, he's talking about all of us. No, if this doesn't, I live by this rule, yo. If this doesn't apply to you, don't get your feelings hurt. It's that simple. It's
Yeah,
that simple.
and that's the part where it's like I have that problem. It's a cancel culture. It's this idea that like it's what do we say every time that we have like a panel? Everybody had we had this just like last week. It's like everybody has their own ideas of what they want, what they think is right, and every single one of them is okay. You'll find your person for it. All they're doing is trying to castrate him because they have their feelings hurt because they can't cook, is what it comes down to. They think that they're going to be less than a woman and that everybody needs to treat them. It's entitlement. It's 100% entitlement. And I've said it before that like women, we were pushed down to a point where like we were cheated on, we were beaten, we were all these crazy things throughout history, right? And it's the same thing with the black community, right? All like when you oppress a community for so long, they're gonna fucking explode. We are in the time where it's the thing to black is a thing to be, a woman is a thing to be, a minority is a thing to be. If you are any of those three things, you can get away with a lot more than what you were able to get away with before, like on platforms, speaking, different kind of things, right? Uh, the problem with that is specifically talking about women. It's we're doing the same thing that men did to us. Instead of rising up and like being able to have these platforms and having conversations and being able to stand up for ourselves and having the community support and doing it the right way, where now we're going to have a balance. What a lot of women are doing is like they're calling guys like simps, they're calling guys all sorts of things, and they're pushing down the men instead of raising them up. Like it's we're doing the same thing that men did to us 40 years ago. That man should be able to say he it's like a woman that wanted to say that she wanted to vote would have been like burned at the stake 40 years ago. Or no, what? My math is off. In the 1908 or in the 1910, right? If she
Yeah.
had said that, it would have been like, "What the fuck, bitch? What are you trying to say?" Right? That's exactly what's happening now. Cameron's saying what he wants and the women are like, "What the fuck you say?" Like there's something wrong with it and they're crazy. So what I'm saying is be the smart bitch and be the minority. So now you don't even have to compete with like 80% of the hot influencer chicks. Now you're going to be like, "Hey Cameron, I got some fried chicken over here. You want fried fake chicken. You want some?"
I love chicken anyway, so I don't care. But look,
Yeah,
boy,
but
this is for my man self, man. He say Mexican cook better than Colombians. Okay. Yo, I highly doubt it. I don't think so, fam.
hey man, let's just keep all of South America in one like lump sum. I'm not going to be
Yeah.
going against my people.
What my man Marcus say, Minka love
Oh
her
my god,
carne,
shut
carne
up.
asada.
I do.
Shout out to you, Marcus. Shout out to you, Sel, man. Thank you for being here, bro. My man by the message. Oh, the black pill families over here. Shout out to
Yep.
y'all guys, to y'all boys, man. My man said can bring a lot of things that women would want. Yeah, I said that earlier, bro. He's just stating what he wants in return for what value he brings.
What was
They're
his name?
good, transparent. The vital message. He got his own
No,
channel.
no. The Cameron what?
Can Newton. Can Newton.
Cam
Yeah.
Newton?
Yes, man. Just like the scientists. Yeah, I gotta get my drink. You know it's Friday. Salute to you. I know you're drinking water over there.
No, I'm drinking coffee.
It's something about Friday, man. Friday's a good day.
This guy? Wait.
Yes, that's him. I mean, that was him last year. He went back to play for the Panthers, North Carolina Panthers. I mean,
Oh.
CKC. I'm gonna drop the link in a minute, family. I want you. I wanna hear your take in this, bro. Let me see.
Height.
Simon the Vitamin. He's not even asking for a lot. You're right, bro. But Canyon is not even asking for a lot. Yo, he asking like he
This dude's
asking
6'5".
he asking for human like basic skills, yo. I think everybody should know how
This
to cook by
man's
the age of 14 or 15
this
years
man this man is 6'5", actively
old.
playing, has a net worth of $75 million, and these bitches are really crying. I can't.
So what I
like
said, Minka, what I said
can't.
earlier was like, yo, if him, he actually, if you look at his his overall salary, how much money he made over in his lifetime in the NFL, he made over 138 over 130 million. So look, what I said earlier was this: if Cam Newton, with all that money, all that cachet, he famous, he told most women will find him handsome. I believe. Do you find him attractive?
Yeah, he
You
is an
see?
attractive man, and
So
he has.
he got the looks.
Let me explain. This is an important thing because a lot of women do think about this of like, what religion is he? He is quoted on saying, after going to church, being with my children, and even watching football is about maximizing the person I need to be, and God is in my life. God is working in my life. That's like fucking marriage material. Jesus.
Yeah, man.
The
Like
hell?
he got a lot of. Let's just say, if it is 10 boxes, he probably would check out at least 8 of them, 8 or 9. I think that that's a good guy to be
Yeah,
with for women. You know what I mean?
I
My man
100%
Marcus,
agree.
yeah, my man Marcus said women will avoid accountability. He said, he said blame their dash and Uber Eats.
I hate that I agree with you guys. I really hate it because I'm
The
not.
women gonna bash you up.
Dude, fuck
They're
it.
gonna
I don't
lump
even.
you up. They're gonna start sending
They're gonna
you.
be like,
They
she's not for
for
feminism. She's
no,
a
hold on. What's the name?
whore.
What's the name that women created for other women? You a pygmy. That's what you're gonna call.
Hey,
You a
fuck it.
pygmy.
I'm gonna get picked while you're still 40 without kids, bitch.
And
And
I never
what?
understood, to be honest with you, I never understood what that term means. You're like, it makes no sense because
So
isn't the women overall like a that would be like her ultimate goal to get picked by a man to create a family? Isn't that the goal?
that's
So
so
how
facts.
that works?
Did you read that comment?
This day you can get hair from woman before home cooked meal. Hey, oh, this is my man, man. Ready? Get it
Facts.
ready. And the crazy
Fucking
part, he in North
facts.
Carolina. This is my man right here, man. Yeah, bro. You saying that that's true. That's true,
Fucking
right there.
facts. It's so sad. It's so sad.
And I
Like,
give you one minute. You probably get head at the club, bro. But you better not ask a woman to cook your home cooked meal. But you know what you know what
not
I
even
think,
drive you
Minka?
to the fucking mic.
You know what
Yeah,
I
go
think
ahead.
about this, yo?
What?
The only women that will get mad about this is the one that cannot cook.
That's
It's
what I
that simple.
said.
It's that
It's the
simple.
ones that can't cook and the ones that like don't, because women have a hard, dude, oh my god, I remember watching I forgot whose channel it was, but all these women, they're talking about submission, and all of them like got so fucking mad. They're like, I don't like that word, blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh, and in my head I'm like, so when you're getting piped down, you don't like a guy to like grab you by the fucking neck, you don't like him to grab you by the hair, you don't like him to like fucking throw you around. That's what you're saying. And most women that I ask that question to, they're like, oh no, I like that. And I'm like, that's submission, dumb bitch. The only problem is that you're only thinking of submission in the bedroom, when women, we do want to submit to someone that's going to be a leader and be able to provide and be able to, we're going to feel safe that he's going to respect us and protect us. And we can like submit to him. We can follow him. We can follow that, right? I personally have not found that yet, which is why I came close a couple of times and then I'm like, fuck, there we go. But when like a guy shows me that they're able to like do those things and like provide and lead, and like I feel safe with him, he's able to plan things, he's able to like, one of the biggest things that I look for is like, how are you on your word, right? Like, so I had this guy ask me out on Thursday, whatever night I went out. He asked me out. We were supposed to go out yesterday, but then he didn't get back, or he didn't ask me out until like 8:00 at night. Right off the bat, you're already showing me your inconsistency. So I'm no longer going to participate going out with you. Done. Because I'm basing you off of your word and your actions as opposed to what you're saying. Right. When I find guys that are actually like, they plan, remember I told you that one guy, he's like, he called that day, he planned, he like did all of that. He still wasn't the guy for me, but damn, I submitted like a motherfucker. I made him coffee. He made me breakfast. I was like, okay. So the good old days.
Well, like I'm gonna drop the link right now. So what I want to hear if anybody, if you agree or disagree. I want to hear the people's opinion, yo. I want to know why they think.
I wish I disagreed with you, because usually I do.
Yeah, we think like completely different. So
yeah, this is why I'm like, damn, I really like, I wanted to like disagree with you, but I can't. Like, I hate when like these conversations happen and these topics happen, because I want to believe that women are the way that I was raised and what I've had in my life, right? But at the same time, it's just as bad. Like, I've seen a lot of bad guys, I've had a lot of bad experiences, and I can't see a difference. It's like, having good people, whether you're a man or a woman, is a rarity. And I'm just now understanding that like a big majority of women are fucking trash. They are. And it's sad, because it's like, we have the potential. I know that, like, I say it this way. I have girlfriends that if I'm going through something really, really hard, they show up, they bring flowers, they hug me, they hold me. They're like, everything's going to be okay. Why can't they do that for a man? They can't do it for them. They cannot do it for a man. It's I don't know what's going on, but they are like, so hell no, I'm not doing that shit for a man. Oh, sorry, let me shut up. Someone's here.
We got. Can you hear me? Hold on, 1 second.
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry about that.
How you doing, my man?
I'm good. Sorry for the technical mishap. You know, this technology thing gets to me sometimes. Peace to everybody in the chat. Hello, Miss. I forgot what your name was, but I'm sure I won't forget by the end of this broadcast.
Okay. Oh wow.
Okay.
What up, everybody?
Everybody got something to say first. Before we continue, I would
fuck all that bullshit y'all talking about. Women need to be pregnant, barefoot, silent in the kitchen until I tell you to leave the kitchen. No, I'm fucking with y'all.
Hey, I would like to thank everybody for putting up over here. Come roll with the boys, man.
I feel like that's what women immediately picture when he's saying that he wants a woman to cook. They got.
No, I think that's what women picture that when they say submissive. I think that's when they hear the word submission, that's what they picture. While my man, real stage's name. And I would like, like I said, thank everybody for putting up over here, man. I would like to know your opinion about it, man.
I got a question for everybody here. Let's say that we have a man who follows this logic, right? I want women silent. I want y'all cooking. Don't speak unless spoken to. Y'all don't even deserve the right to vote. Let's take it back to the 1950s, right? What does that say about the psyche of that man?
Huh?
If a man only wants a woman silent, cooking in the kitchen, he wants her submissive, he doesn't believe in women's rights or da-da-da, what does that say about the psyche of that man?
Can I answer that, please? Can I address that? Or,
okay.
Go for it.
Go ahead. I'm gonna shut up.
All right.
Because I know how.
All right. Hold on. I got you. Well, what you're doing is you're taking the extreme case of a situation and using that to judge every aspect of the situation. Nobody's talking about having a silent slave do their bidding constantly. No one is even, the only people that are thinking that are the ones who may have tried to behave that way to the wrong people in the past. I believe we see a pattern here. I think we're seeing women who thought that they should act this way, and they did, but just had the bad sense of doing it with the wrong people, think that they would change their behavior by fitting the perfect narrative of a wife or a subservient girlfriend, whatever whatever you want to call it. That's what I believe. So if you had bad experiences doing that for the wrong people before, it is your nightmare to do it again for the wrong person again. And you don't know who to trust when you're trying to pick a man. So you on the outside looking and saying, I'm not doing that. You think, please, I did that before, you stupid if you want to do it. Yeah, maybe you did it for the wrong people. But no one wants to talk about that.
So, Mr. Real Estate, let me answer your question.
I don't see how that answers my question. My question was very specific. Yeah.
Let me answer it directly. Because I would think that his psyche would be off. That sounds like a terrible situation to be in. I don't know why somebody would want a woman who was like that, or had that type of psyche.
Agreed, but in this specific situation, that's not what Cameron said, and that's not what he's saying.
I never said that's what Cameron said. I never said that's what he's saying. I gave a very extreme. I gave a very extreme example of a man. I said if there was a man that felt this way, and this way, because we know that there are men like this. There are these red pill raging keyboard mofos who take all these talking points and use it to bash women. There are a lot of people like this. So my simple question.
That's a few. No,
ain't no few. There's thousands. I didn't say I didn't say it's the majority. I didn't say it's the majority, but it's not a few. It's thousands. It's tens of thousands of men across the world that think and feel this way. And my simple question was, for you to think this way, what does that say about the psyche of the man? My answer would be, you are an insecure man. You don't want to be challenged. You can't take critical thought. You basically want a slave. So that was simply, I never said Cam Newton said this. I never said most of the men feel this way. I just gave a simple example and asked, what does that say about the psyche of a man like that?
I was just clarifying because it could be insinuated based off of what I've experienced in the YouTube world now. When that's your first question right off the bat, it makes it sound like that's what Cameron said. So that's the only reason why I said anything. It wasn't
honestly, I don't even know what the hell Cameron said other than the title. Apparently, he said he wants women silent or something. What?
No, I got you.
No, what Ken said was simple. Ken was like, he said that a real woman. To give you a little quick background, Cam, he come from that mama. From a real family background. Father and mother was at home together. They still married 38 years. Even the grandma lived in the house. And he said, from his point of view, a real woman should know how to cook, should know how to be quiet, should know how to be follow the man's lead. But to remind you, he come from a home that this is what he knows. This is all he knows.
You know where he messed up? You know where he messed up? First of all,
the quiet part.
Yeah, people are easily triggered. If it was me and I'm a celebrity and I can actually hire a PR person and I know that my words carry weight and cause waves. Wait, I would never say women need to learn to be quiet. I would say women need to learn how to act properly in different situations. There's a time to speak, there's a time to be quiet, but he didn't expound upon that. He left it too open for interpretation. And when you leave it open for interpreration, that's dangerous.
But this is
let me say this.
Let me just say this.
I'm sorry.
The bottom line is that he's just one thing. Can't cook and don't know when to be quiet. Because that's it.
Wait, so did he say they don't know when to be quiet, or did he say they need to learn to be quiet?
Don't know when to be quiet. Were the exact
Well, then that is politically correct. Never mind. I retract my statement. That would be a proper way to say. But even still, people still gonna get triggered. People say everybody gonna get mad at something.
I think the thing is that like media will always spin it to a way where it will make a person look bad. Now, sometimes you got to be careful too, right? Because a vague statement can be used and it can be like extended, right? You make a broad, vague statement. So I think I agree with you with PR people because that's why they're professionals like that. They can help them out to not help them like dig in a hole. But it's unfortunate because free speech isn't free speech, especially when you become a public figure. You got to censor yourself a certain way. So
and why even make that statement? How does that benefit you? How does that line your pockets? If the name of the game is to create wealth, to be, if anything, that statement may have hurt your pockets. That might have hurt some sponsorships or something just because.
Fuck it.
You kind of cut out a little bit though, bro.
Yeah, you cut out a little bit on the end there.
Fuck. I say fuck it.
You back Steak? Can you hear me? I think. I don't know.
Oh, somebody jumped out.
I'm just saying, I say fuck it anyways because we have too many fucking. I've been a part of it where it's like we don't say what we mean, what we actually feel, what we actually believe, and we play the part that society wants us to play so much. And him especially with that platform, so much to the point where you lose yourself. I say fuck it. Be exactly who it is that you want. They're gonna hate you anyways. You're gonna say some stupid shit that's gonna happen anyways. At least be true to yourself. Because I can say, as a woman that has healed, I have been the bitch that did not know when to shut the fuck up. And I had to learn that was a quality that men don't like, and I didn't like, because then I was too outspoken. I got myself into trouble, and I had to realize, like, oh, there is a time and a place for everything, and I do have a representation of myself and of others around me. I am who I hang out with, and they are who, if they hang out with me, that's also a representation of them. I think that, like, it's too politically correct. We're in an era too politically correct. Because that man said, don't know when to be quiet. He wasn't even saying, like, shut the fuck up. He wasn't saying, get on your knees, bitch. I'm saying all that. He's just saying, can you be a lady?
But the psychosis of people is so crazy nowadays. He could say that and be PC, and there's still the interpretation. There's women out there who heard that and think, oh, he wants us to be slaves, pregnant, barefoot in the kitchen. People are so triggered nowadays. That's why if I was him, I wouldn't even make a statement about an issue that's so controversial.
But he's an alpha.
Can I point out a contradiction to?
Hey. You're right. And now he's getting a little backlash. And let's see if he can take the backlash and how heavy it gets or if it just blows over.
Let me get a little perspective to the contradiction of the opposite gender, because there was a woman in the YouTube streets saying to delete and abort black babies. But I heard that too. Is she going to get the same pushback as the guy, or is the guy going to get more scrutiny?
I ain't even heard about it.
That didn't even make a highline though. That didn't even make a highline or nothing. Nobody saying nothing. Because
I didn't see that on CNN. I didn't see that on Fox News. I didn't see that on any of these news bulletins saying about a woman asking for genocide of black babies.
That's the problem in today's day. Everything is too lopsided, because now it's like this, bro. If you a man, you cannot say nothing. Now, if you gay, or if you are a woman or feminist, you can say whatever you want. That's how it is. That's essential. Let's call it how it is, bro. If you are a man, you better shut the fuck up.
What happened to freedom of speech?
Like, man, if you say,
oh, fuck that, you guys want to hear
the only time men can say anything if if they pander to women. If you pander to woman, you're good. Like a Steve.
Derek Jackson.
Damn.
The simping force of Derek Jackson. Well, what were you saying, Minka?
Don't you talk about him? He's the guy. He's the YouTube Michael Jai White, but he finesses women.
Oh yeah, he got a black belt. Got a black belt in simping. Minka, what were you saying? You said you're gonna tell some real shit.
I gotta find it.
Well, Bobby, you asked a question earlier. You asked a question. You asked, do you think that Cam Newton is sexist? And I said in the chat, I said, no, I don't think he is. I think that this is his opinion of how he would view the world. I mean, like, that's how he would view a woman. And then actually a lot of men would agree with what he said, especially since he wasn't being rude or anything like that. He just said, hey, this basic life skill, which is cooking, and also knowing right time, right place, to be able to say whatever you want to. Like, your opinions can be heard, but it's not that your opinions can be heard at every single moment of the day, at every single situation.
Do you want to
So-
know what I really believe? What I really think about this, man? I really believe that Cam Newton say that because he just don't care. He just don't care about playing the NFL no more. He already got 12 years, and at this point, he right now he haven't no NFL team haven't signed him yet, and what people don't know is Cam Newton already got a podcast going on. So I really believe at this point he trying to create a lot of momentum to carry him over the podcast game. And I really think he don't play games. I really do believe that.
Now that you
don't play
said that,
NFL.
that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense from a business perspective. If I want to segue into social commentary and having a podcast, how much more press can I bring to that by making a righteous but very controversial statement? Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah,
I've been
and-
watching. I've been watching Cam Newton since when I was in high school back in the day when he was in college at Auburn. And my thing is, he didn't. This is my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be reaching, and if anybody here can call me out and check me for it. But with the way he left the NFL, it wasn't the best way for him to leave on his terms or on the terms of the league. So I don't know if he's doing this as a way to.
All right, let me
Kind of fall
answer
back
that,
to
man.
it.
First of all, we're gonna put some respect on my man Cam name. Cam
Yeah,
Newton.
yeah.
Cam Newton
Yeah,
is
shout out
one of
to
the
Cam.
listen, I'm gonna tell you this, but this is what people don't know. Cam is one of 8 people on planet Earth to win the Heisman Trophy and to be an NFL MVP. It's only a motherfucker.
Well, also you're
on
also
this
leaving out the
planet
national
ever
championship.
do that. So hold on. Also, he made it to the Super Bowl. He didn't win it, but he won to the Super Bowl. Also, he made over 130 millions. This also a lot of women will find him attractive. So this man should even be asking a female to cook. They should be lining up to cook for him. That's my point, bro. They should be lining
Also, he went
up.
to Westlake.
What you say?
I said also he went to Westlake, which is over here by me in Atlanta.
You just trying to
Yeah,
give yourself some clout, BTB.
He's like, damn right.
Exactly, from Atlanta.
This is not your rant. This is not your regular guy, bro. And what I was saying is, if Cam Newton can like require this from a woman, goddamn, us regular men, we fucked them. We fucked up. I guess we better be happy if we get some noodles. That's what I think.
Damn, but eat some noodles now.
Like, yo, what this war is coming down to, yo, that you can even ask, like, you can even say, like, he say like some basic shit. He don't say nothing crazy, yo.
That's the
That's
equivalent
like
of
basic.
that's like the equivalent of a woman saying like, I want a man that's gonna take care of me.
Well, I bet
They're
it's a
not
lot of
getting-
those.
Yeah, but they're not getting backlash for it.
I mean, because like I say, man, we live in the women's is kind of like running when it comes to the media. Women ain't running nothing, in my opinion. When it comes to the media, like women seems to be the one that kind of dictating what's right and what's wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like whatever the woman said goes. A man can say something as long as it's women friendly. That's how I call it. You got to be women friendly. Like if you want to be, if men get over here and say what's really on their mind, man, everybody will get canceled.
Yeah, now you sound
Well,
like
you know what,
Patrice
People
O'Neal.
telling mine.
Well, hey, I got to get out of here and prepare for a couple streams tonight. But before I do, I would love to ask a quick question for the lady on the panel. What's your name?
Minka.
Minka.
I can't see your name.
My name's Michael, nickname Mr. Real Estate, channel Who Watches the Watchmen. But it's pretty rare that I get on a panel with not only a woman, but dare I say an attractive woman. And as much as we hate to admit it, the psyche of an attractive woman versus the psyche of an unattractive woman is different. So I gotta ask, as a woman, as an attractive woman, what is your thought when you hear things being talked about in the manosphere, when you hear concepts like the high value man and that he can exercise options and you should be okay with it and all this kind of stuff? Is this something that you can agree with, or is this something where you're like, what the hell are y'all talking about?
So this is actually, I'm not, it's actually really funny that you're saying this because that's what got me into this whole realm is I had a couple of friends that were pickup artists and like we're in this sphere and I told you this before and like I remember one of them.
We want the real. I want some smoke. I want to have some smoke.
So one of them, I was hooking up with him, right? And like, and we're just friends. Like I told him, I'm like, we're just friends. Like you are not what I want whatsoever, sir. He was making good money. He was attractive, all these things. But he would tell me, he's like, Minka, if you want a high value man, you have to be okay with him cheating on you. He's going to have those options. And I look at him like, the fuck? Who? It what? Like, and so what I realized.
Minka, you mean to tell me that a fucking dating coach was smashing you?
That is a testimonial for his course. He needs to clip this up. He needs to run it back. No, I'm kidding.
Let's back up. So I was in a relationship with someone that didn't touch me for a year. The one that I was hooking up with was exactly what the hell that I needed. He was like, he would just come by, we would hook up, hang out for a little bit, he'd leave. That's all it was. This was my terms, not his. And I knew it, and it was just like, because we were in the same friend group kind of, and I was like, okay, that's perfect.
So you telling me we had a dating coach who was a side chick and he didn't even know it?
Yeah, and then he fell for me.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's a bad review for his course.
You know how it is.
Yeah, I'm not. That's the problem with these things. That like people think that high value means that it's just about the money. It's just that you can cook. It's just that you can do these things. The real me, and that's why I got on here is because so that was my experience. And I'm like, and the more I got into this, I'm like, dude, it's just hurt men and hurt women. That man has a child, and this is why I understand it, and I'm not like upset about it. So that guy, he was trying to be my homie and tell me those things and all those things, and he fell, right?
City boys, we up.
But so his story, and I never name names for this reason. His story was that he has a son with a crazy ass ex baby mama. That woman was hitting him one time because she had wanted to hook up with him. I don't know what the story was, but he called the cops on her because she was hitting him. And he's like, if I were to hit her, it'd be done, right? He calls the cops. She calls the cops. And when the cops get there, they immediately arrest him and say, one of you guys is going to jail tonight, or we're taking your son away. So I've
been through the exact same thing.
He put his hands behind his back, and now he has a domestic case against him that never happened. He rarely gets to see his child, only when she allows it, because we're in the state of California, so he got fucked over. And that man, anytime that and this is why I respect him still, for this reason alone, anytime he has the opportunity to see his son, everybody else can go fuck themselves, and he is dad, right? And that's his life. And I understand why he sees women as bitches, as money hungry, as they don't give a shit. And that's why I say this. The reason that I say this story, I also have my own experience with a douchebag that like I had the physical assault from him. It was like it was really bad, just as bad, right? I could be that hurt person and say, men aren't shit. I don't need a man. I'm going to get my bag. I could have gone that route, but then I lose a piece of who I am, right? And that's why I got on here, because the reality is a high value man is going to want to protect his woman, provide for her, understand her. I use Angelus as a great example of like, there are men out there like that, because there have been times where he does some shit and I'm mad at him. I'm like, no, we're going to do it this way. Not realizing that man is 10 steps ahead of me, watching out for me and making sure that I'm okay with what's happening with the podcast. That's just on a business relationship. So they are out there. And it's the same thing for a woman. The reason these guys fall for me isn't because I cook and I clean and I suck dick and all these other things that are on the checklist. That's great. The real reason is because when they have shit going on, I'm there. I'm supportive. You got to do X, Y, and Z. Your car broke down. I'll drive you here. You have this going on. Let's figure this out together, kind of thing. And that's how I am with everybody. That's how I am with my people in general, not just men. And so that, in my opinion,
this is why I love Minka. She's willing to pick up a dude from jail and hook him up.
Yeah, in the middle of the street.
You're never gonna let that go.
I should have saw Poppy smile when she said something big.
We were doing
Poppy like, now you speaking about language.
No, one of my guy friends.
And we all smiled when she said that, man.
And he
everybody smiled.
He's like, hey, I need you to pick me up from the train station. I just got out of jail in Mexico. And I'm like, all right, I'm on the way. And everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing?
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about?
But that's why I'm pointing those things out, because that's the if that man, if we're talking about this gentleman, Cameron, if he was to find a woman and she didn't know how to cook, but she was supportive as hell and supported and was a ride or die for everything that he did, he would take her, regardless if she cooked or not. But the problem is, generally speaking, women that don't want to cook are the ones that don't want to be submissive, that are like, I'm not doing that. And it's the same thing with men. Men say, like, I'm not going to take care of her. I'm not going to buy her anything. I'm not going to open the door for her. I'm not a fucking simp. I got a big dick. Like, that's where men are. And so all of those got to scoot over. And like, someone like me is looking for someone that's like opening the doors. That's how Poppy knows. Like, the guy that I went on a date with, everyone's like, you slept with him on the first date? I'm like, it was a 4-hour dinner date. He opened all the doors. He was nothing but chivalrous. I haven't
Opened
been late in 8
all
months.
the doors.
I haven't been late in 8 months. He met all the marks. We can do it.
Well, hey, guys, I gotta get out of here. This has been a great conversation. I got one last comment for Mika. Mika, tell me that you got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, with it's the Great Pill podcast.
Oh, you on your phone, huh? I posted her link on the channel. I posted it again. Well, I sent it to you, matter of fact.
It's the Great Pill podcast with I call it my podcast husband, Angelus. And we have Poppy on there all the time. Primal's on there all the time. Marcus is on there all the time. We have a lot of these. We're a little family.
Dope.
Yeah.
I'm a YouTube street hoe.
Hold on. Yo, give me 1 second. Hey, Mika, I know your brother. I will fuck you, all right?
I know that. Brother. We've already been through this.
Shit out of you.
He's like,
clear.
He's like, I told him, I was like, Poppy, I'm gonna be your friend. I'm your first female friend, and he's like, I will fuck you. You're not my friend. And I was like, I was like, guess what, Poppy? You can't fuck me because I'm in Cali and we never see each other, so it's not happening.
I know.
You're
like 2,000 miles away from me.
I know. And then he's like, yeah, but I'm
a plane ticket ain't that expensive, Poppy.
He was like, hey, I'm gonna be in LA. Let's go out to eat, and I'm gonna take you out. And I was like, no, you told me that when you go on dates, you're smashing the chick. And he's like, yeah. Crickets. I'm like, no.
My nigga.
At least you let him know ahead of time.
My nigga Poppy keep that same energy. He keep that same energy.
Poppy is who he is, and that's why the way we met was he was talking shit about me. On a podcast, we went through it, and he was talking shit about me, and then I was like, "Who the fuck is this motherfucker?" And now, like, he's put me on some shit where it's like, there's been times where Poppy has said some shit, and I'm like, "There's no fucking way he's wrong." Blah blah blah.
That's Poppy's game right there. He knows he's gonna get you.
No, but halfway, he's spitting some game and some truth, man. And halfway, I'm like the only one that's like, "Oh my god, he's right. I've been that dumb bitch. Holy shit."
Damn.
So. Poppy has my respect and my
Poppy said, I'm always right, and if I'm wrong, I'm right, because if I'm wrong, I could have been right, so if I'm wrong, I'm right. God damn it. And we ain't friends, I'm going to smash you. Man, hey, honesty is the best policy. Transparency is something hard to find, ladies and gentlemen. But
go out to eat with you, Poppy.
It's been a pleasure chatting with you all. Until next time, take it easy, everyone.
Hey, man, I appreciate you passing by, family, and take care, all right?
Yep, peace.
Later.
That's so funny.
Yeah, man, let me see. Okay. Oh, we got somebody else coming in, man. This guy is part of the Black Pill family right here.
What's going on?
Yo, how you doing, Self?
Hey, what's up, mate?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, you misogynist?
No, I know. So this is
Self may know everything about YouTube, man. Like if I need to know like a secret or something, yo, he know all the secrets.
So this is where the gangbang party's going down tonight,
I'm
huh?
here for the gangbang.
Oh, damn. Hey, man, why did Mikey get off, man? I wanted to talk to the 4K simp.
Well, we can't.
Mr. Real Estate?
Yeah, man.
What makes him a simp?
What you got against it, man, bro?
No, nothing against him. He's just simping in 4K. I was just seeing it. I was just gonna come up here and say hi to him and.
How is he
No, man, we're gonna keep it civil over here.
Yeah, I didn't.
Mika, what is going on? Mika, what is
I didn't know
going
you
on
got
today?
smoke for that man, yo.
No, I don't have no smoke with him. He's just when he just started simping, I was just
What
a little
man?
thrown
Can
off,
you
man.
clarify? I'm so
Oh,
curious.
Mika, y'all niggas, y'all killing me with that shit. Yo.
I'm
Mika,
really curious.
Let me ask you a question. When you
Well,
woke
can you
up,
first, no. Can you first answer the question? What
answer the
classifies as
question.
simping?
Answer the question.
I'm
Answer.
sorry. Am I your bitch?
No, I never said you were my bitch. If
I
you
know.
were,
You know I'm fucking with you. You and I have a relationship too.
Yeah.
But I am asking you the question first. What classifies as simping? Because I'm uneducated in this.
Dude, he went out of his way to like. First off, he had to shame men by coming on here about Cam. Then he goes into, well, Mika, I never met such a girl, beautiful woman with a beautiful mind. Blah blah blah. Dude, he was simping. Sorry, he was. He was playing. He was placating, dude.
Don't make me.
Yeah, you know he was.
Self-made.
Now, hey,
Don't
when you
make
woke
me
up,
self-made.
when you
Do
woke
not
up,
make
when you
me.
woke up, hey,
Do not
Mika,
make me. Do
now,
not
Mika,
make
I
me.
need to
You
ask
don't
you a
want to make
question.
me.
I need
All
to
right,
ask you a question.
but I'm gonna tell you, like, don't put some disrespect on a man that was being a gentleman just because you classify that shit as simping.
Hey, man.
I'm just saying.
You do. He does him, man.
He
That's what he likes. What he likes.
He's got to qualify.
He
That's the way he's
wants
got to
I'm gonna tell
qualify.
you straight up, he has
yourself.
a
He
higher
wants
chance
what
of
he
getting
wants.
laid with me.
See, I mean,
What's your question,
Poppy
baby?
being transparent. Poppy B is very transparent. He said, "Hey, man, we're not friends. You know, I'll still bang you." I mean, that's transparent. He isn't sucking up. He ain't placating. He ain't pandering. But the question for you, Mika, when
Yes,
you woke up this morning, did you say, "Man, I'm just gonna wear this beach towel on live stream"?
A beach towel?
Yeah, it looks like a beach towel.
It's a tank top that says baby, and I don't give a fuck. I'm in California. My favorite attire. I'm at home. My favorite attire is to be half naked during the summer. I love the summer.
Hey, baby, let's forget about that. Just get full naked. I don't care.
Damn,
Dude,
Marcus.
you literally
Damn,
follow
Marcus.
me on Instagram. You saw my birthday post, so I don't know what you're asking, sir.
How was the post? Was it halfway naked?
You didn't see it, puppy?
Yo, it's hard. Listen, you gotta understand. I'm a parent. My time. Y'all lucky you get me on this goddamn YouTube. I be busy. Sometimes I be babysitting with my kids, teaching them how to do stuff on the field, and I still be on getting my live on and stuff like that. What I'm saying is, I don't be having time to be watching all of this.
Look at my birthday post for Instagram. I gotta go let someone in really quick. Give me 1 second.
She gonna get half naked.
Yep, she's gonna come back on stream.
Probably gonna pull it up on stream.
Oh,
hey,
get demonetized.
Hey, Vega, down in the chat. Vega, I'm not triggered, so calm down.
Yeah, CKC, what were you saying? You said you saw me?
Yeah. I was in a couple of chats ago with you, and you was uncovering some things. So when I seen the person's face, I'm like, I wonder if that. Yeah, okay. And then I noticed the energy, and so I was just sitting back watching. And actually, in the chat, I wrote as a joke, like, is somebody shooting their shot? But I guess nobody saw me write that, while all that was going on.
Oh, yeah.
So the fact that somebody else picked up on it is extremely funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Very funny.
We all picked.
You can see the screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
I came back the perfect timing.
Ass out. Yeah, it's the kind of stuff I like to see.
All right, well, hey everyone, you guys have a good one. Because I'm gonna get off here. I'll cycle through to let more people on. I have somewhere to go.
You don't want to
I appreciate you. Want to stay still?
Hey, you want me to cam up? Yeah, I'm cammed up.
Later, Cat.
But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys later. All right.
You got no bro? Oh,
yes, sir.
All right, man.
All right, good seeing everyone. All right.
Peace, bro. Hey, you misogynist. I'll catch you in these YouTube streets, you misogynist.
Yes.
Love you so, Fade.
All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Later.
I might go to the gym in a few minutes or so.
Yo, we got my man Grooving for the THPP network, man. How you doing, my man?
Hey.
I'm doing well. How's my audio? I'm on this janky ass phone.
You sound good, man.
You sound good to me. Maybe a little bit low. It's about it.
Because Grover got that radio voice too. He got that.
Yeah, I be trying not to yell, man. You know, I be trying not to yell. It's funny. As soon as I came on, I just had popped in because I was taking care of some business. I'm literally on a break between meetings, and I came on. I hear Mika, just because I cook and suck that. I was like, what? God, what?
Hey,
I got some controversy going on over here, bro.
guys.
Shit. I'm like, I gotta pay attention more and get. I gotta get my life together.
Aren't you? You heard me talk the same way on the Great Pill.
I know. How's everyone doing? Everyone doing well?
Doing well, man. I think everybody paid attention when that happened.
Yeah. I was gonna come in and talk about how I'm a proponent of relationships and stuff, and I'm probably the only one who's married and all of this stuff. And y'all over here, I come and Poppy, hey, I'm your friend. I'll fuck you. Oh, Jesus Christ! I might have to take my old ass to this meeting. Lead this YouTube streets to you young folks, man. Nah, so,
all right. I see. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. Keep going.
No, please. No, please. I had no.
Yeah. I see the mood in the chat is like, you know, progression. So let me not be the stopper in the drain. I'm gonna jump out and let other people come in. Thank you for letting me come on, Poppy. You know, I wanted to jump up and say hi. Here, nice meeting you, Minka. Yeah, man. You know, we try to keep each other up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely supporting you. I'll be launching my joint at 6:15. If y'all can stop by, that'd be nice. CKC Entertainment. Before the billions, I got you.
Yeah.
Later, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I posted,
all right, bro. I'll see you next time.
I posted your
see you at your video.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Yeah. Now, Poppy, I got a question for you, man.
Okay, my bad,
So,
Prime.
Poppy,
I just noticed that you was in the bad boss. Listen, I'm new to this, man. I'm doing like 25 things at the same time, yo. This is kind of
just leave me sitting back here, Poppy. Just leave me sitting back here.
Wow.
my bad.
Wow.
Like
hey, Primal, I say we shoot him out next time.
Primal, are you sober?
Today.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
You can't drink all day unless you start in the morning.
You can't. Yeah, that's quitter talk if you don't start in the morning, right? You got to start your morning off with a good something. So no, like I caught the end of that, and I wanted to weigh in real quick. I don't know anything about that dude, but the simp energy was real strong.
Which dude?
Y'all were just talking about it for like 5 minutes.
Wait, so you guys classify that as simping?
My guy, real estate.
Oh, you know what? You know, God, there's what's it like to be a beautiful woman on YouTube? And oh, you know, a flight isn't that far to get Poppy, and blah 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 blah. You could see the energy shift. Maybe you don't see it, but I just tell things like they are. It was definite pandering, if you will. So.
It was a Derrick Jackson.
I think he was like he probably won her for all I know. I don't know, bro. I don't know what that man won.
Who gives a flying fuck, bro?
Yeah, I don't see it simple.
No,
I don't see it like that.
I'm just saying, y'all, if y'all don't see it, that's okay. I'm just telling you what the other people in the chat that are making comments about it. That's what they're saying. That's what they're seeing.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm doing like literally like 20 times, like 20 things at the same. I'm posting everybody link on the chat. I'm trying to keep up with it, so I'm kind of like. I'm all over the place, so I don't know if somebody else. I didn't see it.
Yeah, like KO Kid Fit said, he just dropped it. He obviously wanted to. He was interested in you, right? And I'm not saying it's not. And I saw Vega. You can make compliments, but doing it online in front of an entire internet full of people, that's probably not the best way to go about it. Like if you want to shoot your shot, then shoot somebody a DM. Don't be sitting up here on a 4K stream and kind of like. Oh, baby, I think you're so pretty. I think you're so beautiful. Like, that's exactly the way it came off.
And this is why I didn't hear it, because I'll tell you this. Before I got with Angelus, there was a girl that I wanted to do the podcast with. She was dope as hell. Like, she could speak eloquently. She didn't get play it out of pocket. She didn't play into her emotions, all these things. And this woman was stunning, right? And I have had to experience a lot of the things that the guys experience when it comes to really pretty women that are like fucking entitled. Can you close my door?
The thing about beautiful women is y'all know, like beautiful women know they're beautiful, right?
Right. But
they've been listening since they were like 14 years old.
100%. But specifically what he was saying was that I'm a pretty woman on the YouTube channel, and it wasn't the same interaction that he's used to having with many other pretty women. That's the thing. That's the only thing that I took from it. And the reason that I didn't think it was simping was specifically because he said those words. And that's my experience, and that's many of your guys' experiences. How many times do you have a girl on here that she's either ditzy or mindless, or she's like, I'm a feminist, I'm a boss bitch, fuck men, you guys are all dumb. Like, I'm not any
recreational use only.
And yeah,
and even with your guys' jokes, like I laugh along with a lot of your jokes, even if they're at my expense. So can you see how I like see it differently?
I understand where you're coming from, but let me try to make some more clarity here. It's not the words alone; it's also the tone of voice and the energy that comes with it, right? So the way he talked to you in that moment was very different than the way he talked to Poppy or Marcus or before the Billions. The tone of voice changed, the energy changed, and the words became very pedestalizing, if you will. So that's what I would call simping. If you don't see it that way, that's okay. But I'm just trying to illustrate when people in the chat are saying, hey, this is simping, that's what they're seeing.
No, I understand. I understand where it comes from. I understand what you're saying.
To be fair,
I'm just saying my own opinion. I'm just saying my own opinion. That's it. Yeah. I understand it. I can comprehend and understand where you guys are coming from and why you guys think it that way. Absolutely. 100% agree with you guys. But I have my own opinion.
Now, to be fair, okay. I remember a couple of months ago, somebody called me a sim too. So I don't know, man. Like, I remember me saying, taking a broad outside to like a little, not even a 5-star restaurant, just to a restaurant. They called me, oh, you a simp, oh, you a beta. So I think we got to do a string. I think we got to do, you know what? That's going to be my next thing I'm going to do. It's going to be a live string about what's simping and what's being okay. Because listen, I'm the farthest thing for being a simp. Most females call me a dickhead, actually. They call me
I'm gonna just add,
and all of that.
I'm gonna just add this too, because Mr. Real Estate was bringing up the whole thing of how manosphere dating coaches that, you know, they're saying this, they're doing that, but they're doing the other. Minka brought up the example of her having a dating coach falling for her, and then he somehow shifted it to how there's unattractive women on panels usually crying about this that are feminists, that are divorced, that are single baby mamas, etc., bitter, and then there are the women that are attractive that you don't really hear them. Well, you hear some attractive women be pedestalized and stuff like that, but I think that's what he was trying to say, because, you know, she's different. You know, you're the more attractive side. You're not the ugly, the fugly duck women. You know, you're not that. You're not coming from that center. You were given a very more based, balanced point of view as opposed to a biased point of view.
Before I forget, man, I want to ask this question to a married man. Actually, my man Groover, he's married, and I want to know his insight. What do you think about what camnewton say, bro? I honestly wanted to know your point of view, since you actually living that life and you actually wake up to somebody every day.
So what camnewton said was like, look, I mean, it's something that I've known, and I'll tell you this: boss bitches don't get chose, dude. They don't get chose.
Nope.
What he's saying is that if you can't, like, if you want a man only for utility, then you're not gonna wind up with somebody. Now you may get sexual attention, but you're not gonna get the guy. And honestly, when it comes to someone like camnewton stature, the competition is so immense, man. Oh, well, what are they going to do anyway? Because the competition is immense for someone like camnewton. It's not like, I mean, like, the competition for me is not immense. You know, the competition is real, but it's not immense. But camnewton probably in his sleep, without doing anything, makes just as much money as I can make in a year. That's the type of money that he was making at his top. And and he's still a young man. It's very rare.
32 years old.
Yeah, it's very rare that you have a young man with that type of financial understanding. And when I say financial understanding, he understands that he could do whatever he wants and keep doing it. And so it's different when
he has more of the options.
Yeah. And so what he's saying is the truth. But even for everyday normal people, and I just want to use this as an example, because My father-in-law, he doesn't have a glamorous job. He's a good, hard-working, honest man, and his house is his house, right? And his house, he's the king of his household, but he gets served his food. I mean, he does all of the yard work because that's the work he does, and his wife takes care of the house because that's what she does. But he's not bringing on. I mean, for what he's getting, as far as just like taken care of, the average modern woman says that he should be making $200,000, $300,000 to do that. Dude is making half of what I'm making. You understand? But that's how they were raised. That's how they are when they come out of Oaxaca, Mexico.
Is that even like realistic?
Well, it's well, I mean, for me, for my situation, I get the same treatment because it's how you were raised and the understanding. I mean, I think the best way to say is this. If you are raised from a child that men are only here as a utility and you should make sure that you have money, not so you can either be in competition or leave a man when he gets on your nerves. So you have money to leave a man, then you're never going to get the man that you want because no man's going to put up with that stuff. No man's going to put up with, oh, so I got to come home, fight the world. Like I'm about to hop off in 2 minutes because I got a meeting. So I got to hop off and go to this meeting. And then I got to fight you after I fight during the meeting. Or I got to think in the back of my mind that you're making money. You're being a boss. You're being this bad lady just so you can leave me. Why would I deal with you? And that's why you see so many women upset and confused when women that they consider lesser than them getting chose, but they don't understand they're not lesser than them. They're not the best looking woman on the market. They're the best woman on the market. And people don't understand that. So like when people say to me, well, tell me about your wife, I said, she's the best woman that I know. You know, because let me tell you something, right about 50, a lot of shit you don't give a fuck about. And that's the light that I got to shed on all of you guys. Like all of you guys who ain't close to my age. Once you get right about my age, you're like, guess what? I don't care about all of this hot summer night bullshit. I care about coming home, having my fresh tortillas, my homemade salsa, my birria, my beer handed to me, my feet rubbed. And when I wake up in the morning to go to work, my coffee's ready. And guess what? For that little shit, she gets whatever she wants. And you can call me a simp if you want. I'll laugh in your face. That's my wife. You know.
I mean, that word doesn't apply to you no more because like you out the game. You out the game.
I'm retired like a motherfucker. I be hearing people talk about going out and stuff, and I'd be like, "Ooh, this shit sounds."
But I have to check. I guess I have to check with the people if are you eligible to be called a simp. You know what I mean? Even that you got a whole life. I don't know.
Call me a simp if they want. I don't care. I
mean,
I
zero fucks.
I'll tell you one thing. I mean, like, because I opened doors, that's how I was raised. I was raised to be a gentleman. That's my family lineage. My family lineage is them of gentlemen farmers. My family from all the way from East Texas to Oklahoma to Puerto Rico, we were all gentlemen farmers. We were not. So just the way you act, the way you behave yourself, the way that when people flip out on me, I try not to lose it. That's in my upbringing. Doesn't mean that if you try to do something to me, something won't happen horrible to you. But my upbringing is to be a certain way. That's why I come out and I try to expound manners and try to treat people with respect. That's just the way I was raised. That has nothing to do with simping for somebody. I don't do that for any woman. I do that for me as a reflection on my family. So everybody in my family is like that. And it's not a bunch of simps. Because I'm telling you, it's some of the hardest men that you could ever see. The bottom line is that this is how we were raised. You know, just like everybody in my family go to church for hours on Sunday. You know, when we're in Texas and California, I don't do that shit. But you know, so
and you know what's funny? And you know what's funny? Because I want to add to what Grover just said. Because a lot of people, specifically women, no shot to any women lit in the chat, but a lot of women nowadays, they're looking at the wedding day. They're not looking at having it as a marriage. You know, they're not looking forward towards a marriage. They're just looking for that wedding extravaganza, the honeymoon, and that's it. And I think that's what people need to focus, because like the vows is what really means something, not taking the fucking marriage as a business. Because the marriage is something that was supposed to be sacred. That's why the women go down the wedding aisle in a white dress. It's supposed to mean purity and, you know, obviously coming together as one. If you want to look at it from either religious or overall aspect of it. But when you involve the state, it just takes that thing away from you, I think. And so when people are like reciting their vows, and then all of a sudden they go up in the divorce court and they're not asking for half the love back, they're asking for half of everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Poppy, why don't you drop that banner you've had up for like 20 minutes now? My yo banner has been up there a hot minute, bro.
Yo, Primo, I want to ask you the same question, bro. What do you think? Do you think that what Canyon said was sexism? Is considered sexism? What's your take on it?
Say that one more time.
What do you think about what Canyon said? Was it sex? Do you think?
Well,
right,
so refresh my memory, because I caught it the other day. But basically, he said like, I just want you to be at home and like take care of stuff at home, right? Is that basically?
No. He pretty much said that Canyon was raised. He was raised on a two-parents home, mom and daddy. They still together, 38 years. And they asked him what's his take on about the new about the women nowadays. He said like, yo, he tired of the females saying the boss babe talk. He said he wants a women that he's like, yeah, he said he's cool with the boss bitch, whatever, right? He said, but can you cook? Can you clean? Can you cater to a man's need? Can you be quiet when you need to? That's why he said, I want to know what is your take. And that's why everybody's complaining about it, because they took that little paragraph without taking in consideration what he said before. Nobody mentioned saying that his parents been together for 38 years. So in his mind, that's what he knows. He knows seeing the father and the mother together to raise a family. You see what I'm saying? And he said in the same podcast, he said that his woman cook and clean and cater to his daddy need. So that's pretty much what he's saying.
Right. So that obviously worked for his parents, right? And that was what he saw to be successful. So he wants to have that same success. I was laughing. I was joking around with somebody earlier about the whole like cooking thing. I don't understand where this huge focus on cooking comes from, because I'm going to keep it 100. I can cook better than most women I've ever met or dated in my life, because I took a lot of time in cooking, right? So,
I've seen it.
But like, that's
so good.
But that's the funny thing. Like, everybody gets real focused on this. Oh, she's got to cook. And it's like, I mean, I can go to a restaurant or I can cook my own food. I don't need her to do it for me. That's not like some bar to entry. Like, if she doesn't like to cook, I don't really care if she likes to cook or not, because that's something I happily do for myself, right? Now, there are other things that she needs to satisfy, if you will. And basically is, as long as she's pleasant to be around and enjoyable for me to be around, then we can work through the rest of the stuff, right? If she annoys me or is grating on me or makes me not want to be around her, then that's not workable. Like, I actually sometimes I actually get enjoyment out of cleaning my place. Like, there's some satisfaction in just that, I don't know, just manual kind of labor, a little bit of like sweeping and mopping your own place and having it look good. Like, I don't need somebody to do that for me all the time. Like, that's not a requirement. So I don't get this whole like, oh, she got to cook, she got to clean. How about just be a good person?
Boom.
Yeah, to answer your question, to kind of reply to you, bro. I say that earlier, like, yo, I cook better than 80% of the women I come across. It's like, I can cook my ass up though. However, that being said right there, I think cooking supposed to be a basic human skill. Like, you're supposed to know how to cook by 50 years old. Like, come on. It's not like I knew how to cook when I was like 12, because I had to cook for my little sister. I had to grow up fast because mama had to go to work. So obviously somebody had to feed my younger siblings, and that was me. So I always went out of my way to learn new things. That's the kind of guy I am. But like, if you a woman don't know how to cook, man, you're like, to me that's a red flag. I ain't gonna sit over here and lie, because it's
a red flag too when the men can cook better than the opposite gender or the person they're dating, whoever, same gender, and they can't cook themselves. Like, if you can't cook scrambled eggs and you can't even cook fucking like, some fucking chicken
like
parmesan
or some shit. Though. That's like basic human stuff.
But then, hey, Primal, you'd be fucking surprised some of these modern ass women that don't know fucking jack shit.
I've met actually a lot of them.
But
I think
like,
it just
You'd
comes
be
down to like,
surprised.
I think, well, and I think that like Primal, because I think that you deal with high value women that it's a fucking basic, like they have common sense, right? And I think that this is in particular of like, just like me, I'm looking for a guy that's going to open doors and I see how they treat like the staff and the waiter because I'm judging based on how they're going to eventually treat me, right? I think that men are so stuck on the cooking part because so many women are anti-submission and anti being like home broken or cooking or cleaning or any of those things. That it's kind of like an intro to see if like they're the type of woman that the guy wants to be with. If you don't know how to cook anything, like it's most likely going to be okay. You're probably like not someone that wants to stay home and chill, not someone that wants to like do something with your partner, not someone that wants to be based off of values. It instead wants to go out to eat all the time. Probably wants someone to take care of you. Like, I think it just says a lot of insight. A little bit goes a long way. I just
no, I agree.
agree.
I think doing the little things to show the person that you're dating or with that you give an F. Like I'll give you a great example. Cooking for me doesn't mean anything. Like if you made me this awesome meal, I wouldn't care because that's something I can do for myself. It's not an inconvenience for me. It's actually something I do enjoy, right? Now, what does mean something to me is, let's say I have to go out of town for a work trip and it's kind of on last minute notice. And the girl I'm dating, she's like, hey, I can come and pick up your dogs for you so you don't have to be inconvenienced, even though it's like a 30 or 40 minute round trip. You know, I got to go like 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back.
That's a high value bitch.
But that's the thing that means something to me is when somebody does something like that. It's like, you know what, you know, I got to go. You got to go out of town tomorrow. Okay, cool. I know it was last second notice, but yes, I can watch your dogs for you, and I'll come get them for you, and then you don't have to deal with it. Like,
and that's
the person
why I
that
said
you're
it
dating
earlier.
or with should make your life easier, right?
And
so
that
if
is
that
why I
means
said
cooking,
it earlier.
great. Yeah, if that means taking care of your dogs, great. If just something that makes your life easier.
And that's why I said it earlier, like the high value, the idea of a high value person has been so like misconstrued over time that people think it has to do with money and beauty and all these stupid things. The reality is it's like exactly what we've just been saying. It's someone that's going to be there for you, someone that's going to add value to your life. That is a high value person. Like that person, like coming in and picking up your dogs and making your life easier, that is monumental. And it shows a lot about the person. If I'm looking for someone that's like, hey, I know you had a hard day. Like, do you want to talk? That means the world to me. And it's not just, and I don't just do it like in relationships. I practice this with my friendships. I've had it where I've like DM'd you like, hey, I need to talk. And you've been a great ear and like really like giving me really good feedback. You are high value in my life. It's just, I think the cooking is just like a part of it because it's like I said, so many women have a problem with it. It's kind of easy to spot them. It's kind of like if I'm dating a guy and I'm like, and all they say is like, they say something misogynistic. It's like, oh, okay, I know what kind of person you are.
I think too is like the fact that if the person actually likes to cook, there's a difference between you cooking for yourself and you like to cook for others. You know, be an actual person that will, hey, when my ass comes home from work and my shit's fucking made and you're thoughtful about that, I'm grateful for that. But if I come home, shit ain't fucking done, and I'm fucking tired and you can't do that shit, you're a selfish fucking broad and a bitch.
And I guess to get back to Poppy's original question, it's like if that's what adds value to Cam Newton's life and that's what he thinks is important, then I think somebody should be willing to do that for him, to be with him, right? So I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That'd be me like saying, hey, you know what? I don't care if you cook or clean, but you know what does mean something is when I got to go out of town, you take care of my dogs. That means something to me. So of course, like he can have that stance. There's nothing misogynistic or wrong with that. That's just what he values.
Mm-hmm. Women are crazy right now.
Agreed.
They're burning mistake.
Yeah, I think a lot of it comes into play depending on a couple things, right? If he's used to seeing that from his parents and he's used to seeing a certain situation that he's been conditioned to, that's what he requires. Now, everything that he asks for from a traditional man like him, this is the basics, guys. This is the basics. The fact that we're fighting over something that's considered basic should show you that, and I'm going to say this for a lot of people, especially Western-minded people. look, there's a reason why people are going to other places to find what they need. They go into Colombia, they go into Mexico, they go wherever they got to go because they're not in a position where they have to worry about these things. Because as a man, you always know what you need. You know, you grow up a certain way, you get used to seeing certain things from a male-female dynamic, you know, and so that's what you want because that's what you feel comfortable with, right? That's another thing. Like, depending on how people are conditioned to growing up and stuff like that, that's what they feel comfortable with. So by him saying what he said, I didn't really see a problem with it because you have to understand, he's a high net worth individual who also tends to be a traditional individual who grew up in a traditional Black environment. And that means what it means. So if he's asking for what he's asking for, he's not asking for anything else that he hasn't been dealing with.
Fucking self, man. This motherfucker said burnt water.
Oh my god!
Don't come at me. Don't come here with that bullshit burnt toast and the hot ass water fucking up my tongue.
All right, guys, I gotta go back to work.
Hey, I gotta hop as well. So, but, hey, Poppy, appreciate you. Panel,
Thank you,
appreciate
Minka.
you all.
Thank you,
I'll catch you
Primo,
later.
man.
Yeah,
Y'all know I
Primo,
roll with
Minka.
y'all, man. I appreciate you, okay?
Minka, City Boys and City Girls, we up. You about to go on Authentic Alphas today, right?
Yeah, I will be there later on today at
All right.
5 p.m.
I put in on a Yende's
Mac
community
and
like
cheese
post.
and dino nuggets. I'm sorry, I can't with all these. I'm hungry now. That sounds good.
Go get you some carne asada, girl. I love you.
I love you guys. You guys are great. I love the YouTube world. I'm gonna go back to work. I'll see everybody later. Bye, Poppy.
I see you in 10 minutes.
Okay, bye. Bye.
Yeah, but man, like my man, continue, my man. I'm sorry for if people will interrupt you. Hello, yo, you still here?
Yeah, my bro. My bad, bro. I didn't mean to interrupt you too, bro. My bad. I don't know. Is he there?
I don't know. I think
He better not. He better not whip out a pee-pee.
No, he be on. I think on Self-Made and the Bible Message channel. So it's familiar. It sounds familiar.
Yo, Osmosis, come up. Hit the StreamYard link.
Yeah, man. Sorry about that. That was just my my technology was acting. But yeah, look. Considering that Cam Newton is the way that he is, he's in the form to be able to dictate. He's the one that has what he has. He's the one that probably after taxes has $75 million in the bank or more.
Oh, right? He got way more than that.
So, right, because if he's making 150, let's say the government takes half.
Right? And he got endorsement too. That's
and
not even including endorsement.
So he's probably got more than $100 million in the bank. For a guy that has that situation happen, like he's in a position to basically get whatever he wants because he knows, look, if these people ain't gonna give it to me, I'll find somebody else that will. I got a following and everything else like that. So, you know, I just don't think this is he's not asking for much, man.
He asking for basic stuff.
Asking for basic stuff. And the reason why this is so important is because you got to realize the narrative that we see every single day. The narrative that we see every single day is, I'm better than you. I'm a boss bitch. Like, it started with this whole anything you can do, I can do better shit. Like back in the 90s, like late 90s, right? And I'm like, look, if we on the same team, I'm not trying to do better than you. I'm trying to do better for us, which is something people don't understand.
But you know what's going on, my man? Not to cut you up, but you know what it is, bro? It's just like it's 2022. You can ask for anything because look all the accolades that my man can get. This man is an NFL MVP. He is a Heisman Trophy winner. There's only 8 men in the planet that ever do that. He make over 120 and 30 millions in the NFL field. Most women will find him attractive, and whatever women that he gets doesn't even have to require none of that. She can work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Hell, she can be homeless, bro, as long as she looks good.
Yeah.
That's pretty much his requirement. Because
Yeah.
how much cooking can a woman do that is with Ken Newton? Think about that.
Yeah. Basically, what he's saying without saying it is, look, do your job and get out of the way. Do your job and let me do my job. That's it. That's exactly what he's asking for. And to be perfectly honest with you, that's what traditional men ask for. Period. Like that's what we ask for. You know, if you want everything that we have, then there are certain things that we require. That's it. I'm not going to demean you or say anything or anything like that. When you're in the circle, like you're in the circle. So, you know, you're going to have a seat at the table, all this other kind of stuff. But at the same time, there are things that I need. And to be honest, there's going to be things that you need from me.
So what I said earlier, like what I said earlier on my monologue, on my little 5-minute monologue that I did, is if a woman can go to a lab and trying to build a man from scratch, that man should be like Ken Newton. He check every box. You see what I'm saying? He check every box. So, and what I'll say too is like if that man cannot ask for that, us regular men, we are fucked. We are fucked. That's 100 million plus nigga right there. We could listen. That's 100 million plus men right there. That means us regular men, we should be lucky if we can ask for noodles. I don't even think we can even ask for noodles at this point. It's crazy out here, son. And
I don't want no damn prison spread.
This is the same women. This is the same kind of women that don't know how to cook, but go ahead and pay $10,000 for a BBL. That's one thing I noticed.
Right.
This is the same women that criticize Cam, but they go ahead and think that Jada Pink Smith was in the right. You gotta pay attention to the people that say these things, yo. I always pay attention to people. You're like, hold on, who's saying it? Oh, okay, I get you. Oh, you a boss, babe. Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, my man Osmosis, man. What's good, family?
What's up, man? I'm just out here cleaning my garage and shit, listening to the dumb shit, you know.
Yeah, man. You know,
I saw your comments, Osmosis.
Yeah, I was scrolling the streets, you know. I was like, oh, Poppy streaming. Let me see what these niggas talk about.
Hey, I'm gonna start doing this a little bit more regular, yo. So right now I'm doing it like on a Friday, but I think I'm gonna add up one more, like I go 2 live streams a week, most likely Wednesday. Wednesday and Friday sound like a good day. Yeah, so I need to get my watch hours up
before you start hitting them everyday streams.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It's not hard. It is like I'm not used to it. It's because I'm doing like 20 teams at the same time, so I have my man Prime on the background.
You be on other people's streams too, so it's like, damn, everybody, because like Bernard be streaming in the morning, then most of everybody else stream at night. It's kind of like, what pocket do you really get into? Because you still, as a YouTuber, still kind of want to watch what other people talking about.
Exactly.
But,
yeah.
Yeah, man. What you think about your man Ken Newton, bro?
Man, I didn't really got a lot on that. That's why I put in the chat. It's like, bro, what else is that nigga supposed to say?
Yeah.
What, you know what I'm saying? Like, he a millionaire. And you know what? I know this guy out here. This nigga's a millionaire. He got this lake house out here and stuff. And we just, you know, go to the bar sometimes. I talk to him about it. His wife can cook and clean, but like they got maids and shit.
Big.
So it's just like, it's like, that's why somebody else said in the chat, it's like the cooking and clean is mainly about symbolism. Like, you got to kind of provide some value that's important to me. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it's about. It's not just specifically can you cook and can you clean. Like, what do you do to make my situation easier? And a lot of that could just be like some people like Cam probably just wanted to be cute and not be getting in no fights. like you know what I'm saying? Or there was that one chick that said she was a boss chick. I was floating around YouTube, but she said something about like she got her own life. She got to live and stuff. And it's like, damn, well, why am I get married to you then? Since you want to just take my money and just go live your own life, I'll just keep my own money. But that's how a lot of people, that's how a lot of these women are thinking nowadays. Like, I want to live separately.
Yeah, I want to ask I want to ask everybody a question, man, and everybody in the chat, welcome to chime in. Do you think is this mindset is because of the music that these women listening to? Because they're listening to Cardi B, they're listening to Megan, they're listening to City Girls. So that's what they preach. Cardi B got a whole song says she don't cook, she don't clean, but I'm gonna tell you how I got this ring. Right. And but the crazy part is exactly. But the crazy part is that her husband record her cooking, cleaning, sweeping the floor.
Yeah. Sweeping. Like not even regular cleaning, like sweeping. Like
exactly. She was doing deep cleaning, bro. She didn't. She didn't even have the vacuum machine. She was doing it old school, fam.
Yeah. You in trouble? You gotta clean the house.
That's hard work right there.
No, when they made that comment, they're actually making that comment. They won't do that for regular dudes. That's basically what they're talking about.
That's right.
But you can say that Cardi's husband not a regular dude.
Yeah,
He's still in there cleaning.
But she's doing that for him, though. I guarantee, if she had like a regular dude, regular job, she would not be doing that. That song, that's
okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
it's like mental gymnastics they play on the music, right? Yeah, I don't cook or clean for regular people, but you know, if I used to say Will Smith. I don't know, but
nah, man, you cannot bring up Will Smith. His nuts got clipped a long time ago.
That was last week. That was last week. But yo, I disagree with that comment, James. I'm gonna tell you why, bro. These females, they get on social media, right? And they just tell lies, bro. Because listen,
exactly,
they all liars. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not gonna say all, but the majority is lie. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the women gonna do for you the ones that really like you. That's what it comes down to. If that woman's into you, she gonna come and do. If she don't know how to cook, homegirl gonna try to put something together. It's gonna be some nasty shit, but at least she's gonna try.
She gonna learn
to impress you. To impress you. You see what I'm saying? And then turn around and go to the ground and post it. I don't cook, I don't clean, I'm not a slave. But I can promise you, those women that posting that shit, they don't live the same way what they saying. And I promise you that, bro. I seen it. I seen it all the time, bro.
It's optics, Poppy. Think about it. It's optics. Because to be perfectly honest with you, for all these people that said what they said on Instagram and this, that, and the other, let's go ahead and jet them out to Cam Newton's house and see how they really act in his presence.
Shit.
Oh yeah, the panties. Panties will be all over the place.
That's the ultimate litmus test. Because these people are saying what they're saying because they know that's what the dominant narrative is in public. Remember, there's such a thing as a public and a private position. You know, politicians say something in public, do something else in private. Right? That's just how it is. Same thing that we have going on here. Most of these women have never been in a rarefied air with somebody like Cam Newton. Everything that they learned, everything that they've been living through will get questioned immediately when they're in a guy's presence that is that way. So I'm calling bullshit on all this stuff. Without a doubt.
But have you guys ever heard a woman say that in person though? Like all this stuff you hear, and have you ever heard a woman say that in person to you guys?
I would say I done heard my girl say that, and not like to me. We had this some years ago. I just basically told her like, hey, you're gonna have to find someone else. Like I get it, you know what I'm saying, you with the girls powwowing, but don't act like when you come around here that you don't be wanting me to handle. You know what I'm saying? You live in a completely different life than what you kicking it with the girls. Like I get it, y'all just trying to talk shit, but I was like, but you don't need to be talking shit. You need to let them know, like, my nigga's good. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, when shit go down, don't be calling me to handle your business. And then go to your girls and act like all niggas is shit and and da 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 da, and I don't do it. It's like, no, my girl be over
That's
here
called
hella.
hypocrisy and contradiction.
Yeah, she be here hella submissive and then talking that shit with the girls. I was like, cool, you want to fit in.
Yeah.
But
that makes
but
my
nah,
point right there.
And the reason why I say that is because, like, all right, well, while y'all venting and doing all that shit, you got people out there looking at me like I'm goofy because you sitting here, you know, just trying to talk that woman shit. Like, no, you know what I'm saying? You can do it, but you're not gonna be with me. You know what I'm saying? Like you can you know how we just talk shit. We talking theories and generalities. Like, you can go get into that general shit, but when it comes to yo, dude, you need to go ahead and let them know. Like my man ain't like that. But you know what I'm saying? You just gotta kind of watch it because, again, like I said, Cardi be out there saying that shit just like all girls do. But it's like, at the end of the day, you in there, you want a nigga to, you know, some shit go down. You want him to stand up for you. You want to be you in here cuddling with him, cooking for him. What you need, babe? All that shit, and then get out here and act like it's hot girl summer when you're not really living that life behind closed doors. They just all move like that.
It's the public position and the private position, like I said before. Publicly, these people are going to say what they're going to say because it fits the narrative and it helps their followers. Think about it. Saying that these days is something that's going to get what they need to get done publicly. Privately, the stuff is completely different. That's what it is. And to be perfectly honest with you, like I said, I want to see these people say this stuff in public and do the same thing in private as they're saying they're going to do in public. You're going to see there's going to be a divergence there. Things is going to be a little different based on a couple different things, especially considering that these people have never dealt with people like that. These people are saying this shit based on the people that they live in their neighborhood and their general.
For likes and retweets.
They ain't talking about everybody.
Yeah. Well, as far as Poppy's thing goes about, this is the music. It's not completely the music, but you know, it's the music, it's the social media and shit. But to everybody's point, I think everybody's kind of come to the conclusion of like, yeah, that's just, you know, anybody seen that one guy on Instagram, what's his name, Justin, LA Boy?
Oh man, that man is women. Man, I know exactly. He got a podcast too with Diddy's son, if I am mistaken.
Yeah. I never watched his podcast, but
I don't. That man would never get my support, bro.
Look at all the. He posted some shit about what we're talking about, and all the comments, all the women commenting like.
I can't stand guys like that, yo.
Well, but there's some guys.
There's all commenting on his post like, yeah, I'm actually not with that hot girl summer shit behind closed doors.
Hold on, you caught it in and now. Can you hear me? It's Moses. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I think he went off.
Yeah, I think he dropped off.
Oh. All right. Repeat what
I know
you
what
said.
happened. His girl called him.
Oh, okay.
I had a question though. Like a lot of guys saying they want traditional women, right? But are we traditional men though, from a standpoint of like how we move? Because how many of us can actually work on cars and stuff like that, or hunt? You know, so
bro. Well, hold on now, because when people say that,
I'm just asking.
Like, no, but it's just like the standard of like, can we work on houses and shit? It's like technology's made shit easy for us to not have to do shit like that. The same way
it made people lazier.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Well, my point is like, it's just like the same technology that made us not really be about building stuff like housing and stuff is the same thing that's made women easier to be on that feminine stuff. So it kind of goes yin and yang. Like the growth of technology is why most guys aren't traditional in that aspect of like, you know, like what do you call like trades? But I mean, I think most men are still traditional. Just, you know, it just comes from a different aspect. It's mainly about respect and how you carry yourself. I feel like it's not just the.
What I mean is,
hold on, James. I'm gonna add on to what Osmosis just said. Those same females who complain about men in the society they live in, they buy all the inventions and they buy all the shit, the technology, the advancements that have this world up and running, which is made entirely or mostly based on what men have created. Whether it's the cars, whether it's the technology, the stuff in the kitchen, all these advances, the phones, all this stuff, all the wars fought by men. everything, even law enforcement, first responders. Yet
But
they're
that's from
complaining.
that's from a global standpoint. I'm talking about from a micro standpoint. You live in your
Yeah,
house
I
because
just be in the house.
Yo, 1 second. I got my man, Jay story to tell, man. He's one of my good.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro, man.
I'm on my lunch
Yeah, welcome
break.
to the stream, family.
What's good, bro? What's good with y'all? How
Good,
y'all
good
doing,
having
man?
you here, bro.
Good, bro.
Yeah, man. Nah, I think I guess what I'm getting is y'all are speaking about women I guess switching up on us.
Well, okay, I started from
The Cam Newton
Cam
Newton.
lit
Cam
past
Newton.
2 days. So he said what I believe happened to be some very common, basic thing that he said. It shouldn't be in my eye. It shouldn't even be a headline. He said he pretty much he would like his women to cook, clean, and cater to him, and don't talk too much. That's the translation what he said, and I think that's what every man want. And I don't care if you black, white, Chinese, blue, gray. I don't care what you. Most men will want that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, being honest, yo, he walked on eggshells. Like he really knew. He was like, all right, they gonna come for me
He
for
knew.
saying any
Yeah,
of this.
that's a fact.
So
Yeah.
he was extra careful about what he said so that they wouldn't come for him, and they still came for him. So
But
if
hold
I was
on now.
him, yo,
Go ahead, finish. Go ahead.
nah, if I was him, I would have just let my nuts hang. I'd have been like, yo, what are these chicks doing out here? You know what I mean? Like, yo, I want some food. You know what I mean? What's your joint, Poppy? Suck, F, clean, and shut the fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I would have been, yo, I'm Cam Newton, and then all these women talking about, oh, how's he talking like that? If any of them women was in a room with Cam Newton, you know what they would do? Shut the fuck up. They would shut up.
They do exactly.
And
you
they get the NDAs.
1 second. Hold on 1 second. To answer your what you just said story, I got a little theory going on. I think Cam Newton don't give a fuck about playing the NFL no more. I think Cam Newton is pretty much creating a wave because Cam Newton got a podcast going on. So I think that's why he's gonna be his second career. Because right now he haven't get signed by no teams right now. So he like, fuck it. I'm gonna just start saying a bunch of wild shit because I wanna attract all my fans to the new thing that I'm gonna start doing, which is podcasting and being a TV personality, blah blah blah. I think that's what he's doing, bro.
He said that, bro. He said that on like 2 weeks ago. He said exactly that.
Oh, he said that?
I agree.
Oh,
I
I
agree
wasn't
with
aware.
that.
That's his new thing.
I agree with that. But I think if he was really like 2 feet into, podcasting, he would have said it with his heart, with his chest, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He would have came a lot more aggressively
He
if
still got
he had to.
endorsements,
He still want to get picked up. He still wants to play, but he knows they're not feeling him. So he's like, let me walk on eggshells a little bit until I realize they don't want me no more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. What you think? Do you agree with my man's story? Osmosis, do you agree with that?
That's exactly what I was trying to say earlier, but he said it better than I did.
I didn't really think about. I mean, like I said, Cam said like this. He's trying to set up his next career after the NFL, but I didn't really think about it like that. If he was fully like 10 toes down in the podcast world, yeah, he probably wouldn't have walked on eggshells like that. Because a lot of the shows I've seen, I think everybody's seen ESPN and Shannon and all them. Mm-hmm. They was all equating to what he said to like, well, does this mean he can't get picked up by an NFL team? I was like, what's the two got to do with anything?
Absolutely nothing.
Talking about football.
But that's how it is.
They're still looking at Cam non-transition. They're still thinking that he might have an outside career still. So that's why they're putting it through that lens. But to be perfectly honest with you, I don't really know what kind of career Cam really has anymore, especially considering that he's a black quarterback and most of these white quarterbacks like Mark Brunell and shit got third string quarterback positions like waiting for him. And most of the time with black quarterbacks, you don't got that.
Nope. Look at Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Kaepernick took a knee. He's out of here. He didn't say nothing. That's the crazy part. He didn't say nothing. He just took a knee.
He just took a knee. Yeah.
The rules is different for us, man. We know that. If you minority, if you black or Latino, bro, you better shut the fuck up for real.
Well,
You know?
there are some black quarterbacks who get backup positions, but they gotta be a certain type of quarterback though. They gotta be that pocket passer, like a Teddy Bridgewater, Jacoby Brissett. We can't just say that because you gotta look more deeper than that as well. Cam playing style. There are some black quarterbacks who do have a lot of backup roles. They gotta be that traditional, quiet backup, traditional passer. So
Listen, I'm a football. I'm a football analyst in a way, bro. This is what I do. I love me some football. But look, Cam Newton right now, he can start for at least 8 teams on the NFL.
But he can't be a backup though. He can't be a backup though.
No, I'm talking about he can start right now. That means if he can start, goddamn, he can be a backup.
I don't know about 8 teams. I could say like 4 teams. I'll give you that.
I would say
No,
like
he can
8
be a
teams.
starter for 8 teams, bro. Can he be a starter for the Jets?
I'll give you pushback.
Yes.
But sure.
For the Giants, yes. Dolphins, yes.
But look at the fucking Jets. You can go and draft a high school quarterback from varsity, and the Jets will start him.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, Kang is still got that cachet, though.
But
Kang is still can play, bro.
That's the issue. That's why you can't be a backup though. You don't want somebody. You know, a quarterback's confidence is very important. You can't have Cam Newton sitting behind your young quarterback. But everybody's gonna be like, we want Cam. That's why people with big personalities can't be backups.
No, time out. I disagree because if you worry about Cam Newton being behind you, that means you're not that good then. You shouldn't be worried about who's behind you.
It's not about that. It's about Cam not being able to take that role. Like, remember Iverson? Like, Iverson didn't have a graceful exit because he couldn't play backup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He got that ego. Once you a superstar, yo, it's hard to take a reserve role. So it would be
Westbrook
from
is going to
Cam.
turn into the next Iverson because we already know that he's going to have problems doing that same thing.
That is worse than Iverson.
That same issue. I mean, Westbrook's got less tools than Iverson did, and he's got more of a motor mouth than Iverson does.
He's not made to play with other stars, yo. Westbrook, he don't need to be on that.
Westbrook, man, I would listen, man. I've been saying that for years, bro. Westbrook's not that good, fam. He just a numbers guy, fam.
No, he's good. He's just not capable of
I've been
playing
saying
with
this for
other
4
good
or 5
players.
years, bro.
Look,
he's good.
I argue with my friends.
He's good for business in the sense of like if you just want sales, but he's not good for winning.
Russell Westbrook
with other people.
Russell Westbrook is the Phillip Rivers of the NBA.
Oh man,
I agree.
I agree.
Classic 3-quarter quarterback. You know what I mean? Fill up the stat sheet, give you 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, go to the Pro Bowl. Don't mean nothing because he can't perform in the big moment. And to be perfectly honest with you, that's exactly what Russell Westbrook is. He needs a crappy team where he's completely ball dominant. He runs the show, he fills up his stat sheet. That's what you need.
A crappy team with Steven Adams.
Hey, look, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you something what these women's really wanna be doing. If they had it their way, this is what they would love to be doing. So hold on, hold on, one second.
Westbrook did say that shit. He said if it's not, he don't have a triple double, it's not a successful season.
Yeah, yeah,
that's crazy.
And they fired Vogel after what he put Vogel through.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I remember this. Yeah.
Oh man, come on now, man. Come on, dog. Yeah, come on, dog. We ain't gotta do this. Well, you gotta fire him.
Look at my man Jeff.
She looking up at him like Mufasa.
That's crazy. That nigga's like, no, don't touch.
Yo, Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, that was funny to me, man. Listen, if a girl had it her way, this is what she would be doing right here. She would have Jeff Bezos on the right. She would try to go Leonardo on the left. And she still, I bet she don't know how to cook.
She got the money. She got the money, man. And then she got the one she want to rock with.
She got Mr. Titanic and Amazon, bro.
And she got the fresh facelift. You can see her face
Yes.
is pulled back into a ponytail. Yo, you see how tight her face
And that's
is?
my point. That's my point, bro.
shit
She's
like
not even a dime. Homegirl is like a sis, bro. She's like a sis at best. 5.
Well, I hate rank. I hate, honestly, I don't even like trying to rank women that just got that much work done. It's such a tasteless, man, because I don't know what you are. Like, who are you? Like you said, that face
yo,
looks like it hurt.
she just put her face in a ponytail, yo. Like she just took all of this, pushed it back, and tied it in a knot, yo.
But Jay Bezos don't care, man. He's not gonna marry her, so she
Bro,
could
he
look
do
at
care because he posted that shit on Twitter. You ain't see that?
what did he post on Twitter?
Because after that, you know what I'm saying, the internet was going off, and then he posted some shit like, "Hey Leonardo," I think it was like hold like an axe or some shit. Like, I just want to come. I just
he had like a picket fence on there too on the logo.
He making fun of himself in a way.
Yeah, but it's like that just means like that nigga cares. You know what I'm saying? That he went out his way to go post that on Twitter.
Yeah, he's a billionaire too. That's crazy.
I remember, bro, when this came out. That's what, like 2-3 months old, maybe.
I mean, if you
I was thinking, bro, yo,
Yeah.
I was thinking this, bro, like, yo, that's the richest guy on planet Earth, bro.
Yeah.
And this man don't even get loyalty, man. That's fucking crazy. Like, yo, you got the richest guy holding your arm. All you have to do is just be quiet. You gotta act like no other man exists, pretty much.
That just shows that modern women want their cake and eat it too.
Exactly. That's what I was going.
That's what the game
That's what I was
right
going.
there.
You like yo, if that man can't get no loyalty, none of us can, bro. None of us can. That man got
hey, and unfortunately, this just proves Myron's point. You can't be a decent, modest fucking woman in public and not fucking embarrass me.
Yeah, I think that's the bigger deal. It's really about the embarrassment. Like, come on, yo, that's some goofy shit.
She's about to listen. She was close. I mean, I don't know if he still messed with her or not. She probably fucked up the bad, bro.
No, he still fuck with her because I think recently they posted a picture with him. She was on the yacht.
That's crazy, sir. That's crazy, sir.
Like he's
that's
just
a
part of the
200.
rotation.
How much that man worth? 270 billion, something like that. With a B. He worth 270, bro. With a B.
And she's still shooting the shot in front of him.
Yes. Yo, I promise you, if my man Leonardo DiCaprio would have said, yo, let's go in the back real quick. She would have tell my man Jeff, like, yo, I gotta go use the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. Bro, I was working at at Coachella Fest concert, and there was a chick with her man, and her man literally gave me the signal to go to the bathroom with her and take her to the bathroom when her man was looking for her and shit.
Yeah, I done did some shit like that before.
Yo,
it's
trust
foul,
me, my
but
bro.
like...
I got some stories for your ass, boy. So he just like that right there, but like check this out though. That's the kind of stuff that people glorify nowadays. You feel me? Nobody say no about that. You ain't hear no other women say like, "Girl, you wrong. Girl, how you treat your man like that?" I ain't hear none of that. So the same thing with Will and Jada. I ain't hear no women say nothing bad about Jada at all.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I heard? I heard women saying, "Damn, Jada, look how fine August Alsina is. Go do you, girl."
Yeah, that's crazy.
I heard some girl saying something like that, yo. Like, who? He fine, girl. I don't blame you. I'm like, yo, this girl is married.
Blame you. I don't blame you.
I'm like, yo, we live in fucked up times, man.
But Will Smith had side chicks do. Only thing that he messed up when he got in that red table talk. That's when it went left.
Only mistake.
The only mistake
right there.
Bro,
that's only. Everything else was like.
It's mainly about the embarrassment. It's like,
Yeah.
yo, you out here wilding. You talking too much.
Like, I don't understand. Like, I have no idea where Will Smith PR team was. Because they should never let him. They should get fired immediately. Because I'm pretty sure you have to
Yeah.
run those, like when you that big, you have to run those ideas by your people. Hey man, you think it's cool go to the Poppy podcast? You think it's cool fuck with Smosey? No, no. All right, that's what they're gonna tell him. What make you think go doing Red Table Talk was gonna help you, fam?
Now, well, here's the thing though. It probably wasn't his PR people. You know, again, like people have been talking about this, but in his book, he kind of talks about like him wanting to put up his perfect image all his life. So that nigga thought, you know, emotionally probably like this is like good damage control. I'll just say we was all in on it, and you know, and everybody was like, nah, nigga, that ain't it. Like,
yeah, I mean, think about a couple things though. Like if you watch that Red Table Talk shit. By the way, if I was on that show, I'd break that red table so nobody would ever have a red table to talk with.
That's toxic masculinity. Hold on, that's too much toxic right there.
Cancel.
Yeah, and you go to jail.
That type of dude, right? But if you listen to that Red Table Talk for 15 minutes, you'll realize that everything that had to do with that Red Table Talk, the angle that was presented was her angle to make her look like she didn't do anything wrong throughout that whole situation. There's framing here that people didn't understand in terms of what she was doing, right? Number one. Number two, Will Smith is in rehab right now. Like right now, he went to like some hot shot celebrity rehab thing like a couple weeks ago after this whole Slapgate happened. And Jada's out there hobnobbing with Hollywood people. Like nothing ever happened. You know what I mean? Like the situation that I'm seeing is there's nobody that got Will Smith's back. You got people running in two different directions in that place. You got people that are running in Will Smith's direction, which is Will Smith. There's nobody on his team that's even like talking about him or even saying anything good about him. That whole situation is ran by her. That whole situation is ran by her. She got the kids. She got like the other people. They're all in her corner. So to be perfectly honest with you, Will should have known better. And Will should have been in a position where he should have dealt with this in a way where he's not dealing with that. But obviously, she's probably got some kind of compromising situation with him on camera or something like that that's basically holding him in the pocket. That's the only thing that you can think of.
No, I don't think it's that. I think, you know, and I've been kind of changing my perspective on this. I'm almost off Jada about the shit. She fouled.
Nigga, pick a goalpost.
Nah, but the goal. No, Will. You know, so you got to have it two different ways. The reason I'm putting it on Will is because, you know, if you look back on some of the shit that Jaden was talking about, it looked like Will was trying to fuck with her heavy because she wasn't fucking with him. Because I was watching some old videos.
He went out of his way.
Talking about. Yeah, she was like, I don't want to be married. Like, this is before they had any situation. She's like, I don't want to be married. I don't want kids. I just want to travel the world. Basically, she's on some, I just want to hop the cock carousel. Right. And that nigga Will was on some like, nah, I'm going to make you love me type shit. And then she got pregnant.
How puppy?
So, yeah. So it's like, she's trying to set up front. She said up front she was for the streets, and this nigga thought he was going to success his way into making her be on some traditional woman shit, and she's never gonna do that shit. So I kind of that's why I'm putting it on Will mainly. Like, nigga, that's you for simping that hard.
Oh, at the end of the day, it's his fault. Make no mistake about it. It's his fault.
Of course,
it should have never been on that.
Yeah,
yo, I'm about to show you something, man, so we can bring all this thing home, yo, because this is the other thing I wanted to touch right here. This is gonna explain what's going on.
They just went crazy, you know, saying how could he do something like that? It's supposed to be your wife, this and that. So after being attacked, he recently done an interview where he explained exactly what happened. He basically said that wasn't the case. He didn't throw her out. He was saying that the lease was up. He needed to leave where he was staying at.
Yes, just to get a little quick, I forgot to say this is Batman Kevo. This guy, like, he's a businessman, right? This man just recently, like 2 weeks ago, kicked his women out. And the women and his girl, his wife, supposed to be wife, did he went on Instagram Live. And to kind of to put the man out there and say that he kick him out, right? And to pretty much make him look bad. And he turned around and did an interview saying that homegirl don't cook and clean, yo. So hold on, let me go ahead and do it again. 1 second. Hold on 1 second. So, and he gonna I want you to hear from his own mouth what this man is about to say, yo. Which is completely it's everything titled to what we're talking about right now.
Oh, you're talking about that Say Cheese interview, right? I believe.
Yes, sir.
But instead, he wanted to get her own place. But she was too worried about whose name is going to be, on the house that he will buy for her. But anyway, I want to speak about the fact that he also mentioned that he didn't throw her out. He wanted to get a new place because the lease was up. But then he did say she don't cook, she don't clean, and she allowed the dog to poop all over the floor. So what are you doing with someone like that? So the fact that he's supposed to be successful, what are you doing with the female who don't cook and clean and allow a dog to poop all over the floor? That is disgusting. In your tax bracket, the money that you make or have, you're supposed to have.
Uh-oh. You hear him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went crazy. Damn, he stopped.
A real female or a real woman that does everything. You shouldn't have to tell her what to do. The basics is to cook and clean. If a woman cannot do the basics, you don't need her. What are you doing with her? And then he also mentioned that, if she don't do these things, he have to pay other people to do it. Get maids and cooks and stuff like that. And that's just more money he's wasting. And she keep eating out. He's spending $1,000 a day for her to go to restaurants every day and eat out. That's no good. You want to go broke with this chick. She don't cook and clean, and you got to spend money every day for her to go eat out. Basically, she's using this guy because a woman who really cares about you, she will do the things you need her to do. She's not going to keep making you spend your money so you could go broke, and she's going to leave you for the next person. So that's just a shame that he's supposed to, have money, and he's still dealing with these hood chicks. That's what she is. She's a hood chick who wants to be spoiled, but not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enough, man. Yeah. But y'all heard what the man said, right?
Sound like typical woman shit to me.
But there's a backstory to this actually. He had like he had a weird loyalty to this woman because when he was in jail, she was helping him. I do see that with especially with black men, when somebody help us out, we get real loyal to them, and that's what happened then. She used that against him.
She was there.
Yeah, she was there, and he said that in an interview that he was real loyal to her, so he would try to help her out and all this stuff. So but he didn't kick her out though. They were moving. He wanted to buy her a house, but
a house in Texas.
Yeah.
But she didn't want to have in Texas. She wanted to be in Miami.
She tried to run that script. She tried to run that play like them hot girls we talking about.
But he was funny.
Girls gotta.
She wanted her name on it. He was like, nah,
but
your house, but it's gonna be in my name.
The thing is that
he's gonna put it in
girls gotta understand, the shit comes with a fucking price. So if you want the ring, you're gonna have to earn that ring, though.
No, but my point on me showing that is because this is a wife, bro, that she don't know how to cook and do nothing. And this man is overeats all day long.
That's his wife.
Yo, that's girlfriend wife. I mean, you say wife on the title. I don't know if I didn't check all of that. He says wife on the title.
I didn't know he was married.
But he married her with his business name though, not his real name. That's just the funny part of the story. I didn't even know that's possible.
For real?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I could just, I could just literally listen to the freaking priest just be like, "Here, lady, do you take Batman Kevo to be your lawful wedded husband?"
And that's what the whole fight started because he wanted to buy the house under his business name, not his real name. She said no because just in case something go wrong, she can get the house, but he's gonna put it under his business name. That's what the whole fight. But I watched the whole interview. That he was trying to play games too. He was trying to leave that girl without nothing. So, and she would.
No, I think what Batman Kev was trying to do is he trying to pull her, make sure she good, which is I think is honorable. At the same time, he want to have his own crib because he want to do him. That's exactly what he's trying to do. I know what he's trying to do. You see what I'm saying? So at the same time, he making sure that homegirl have a place to stay. Like, how many guys gonna like make sure you good if they're gonna leave you? I don't know, and that many guys gonna do that, right?
I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It kind of depends.
Should they though?
No, but that's what I'm
Like
saying.
most
I'm
guys,
giving him props because he's trying to like make sure she's okay, and at the
I'm about to
same
say,
time he
yeah.
getting his own place.
I
But they got
agree.
a kid together though.
I agree. If they're together,
They got a kid, so it kind of makes sense. He wanted to help her out a little bit.
I get it. Look, I would kind of do the same shit. Like, I'm gonna make sure you straight, but basically, like, this is the only way to keep integrity with a woman. Like, you're gonna have all this shit, but it's gonna be in my name. You know what I'm saying? As long as your role is established, you know what I'm saying, you got access to everything. But I'm not just about to like put it all in your name so you can finesse it. Like, that's kind of where I think he's trying. That's where I think he might be coming from.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to do. That's exactly what that's why he wanted to put the house under his business name, set up his name personally, so she can't take it. But she
And you
wasn't
should,
going.
I mean, and you should put it under your business name because I mean, he'd be out there. I mean, he'd be out. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like get down with a lot of his content, but it's like if anything goes wrong with anything in his life, it's like, all right, cool. Well, this is under my business name, so you know what I'm saying? It's like if anything went wrong in his life, that's another asset somebody can't take from him.
Exactly.
Like you can sue one of, you know, whatever you want to sue, but that's just a separate deal. So I mean, I would get it from that aspect.
Yeah,
He's
and
trying to finesse.
my man story just told me. I just learned this. Like, Hunger got a kid, but that kid's not his kid. So he actually taking care of another man's kid, and Hunger still was trying to make him look bad. You see what I'm saying? Because she did a whole Instagram live talking about he got me homeless. She did a live from the sidewalk. She was sitting. I remember I saw like 2-3 minutes of that thing. She was on the sidewalk sitting down crying. Talk about homeboy got her homeless. And homeboy did the interview. He was like, "Yo, I paid for her hotel. The hotel behind her, that's the hotel that I've been paying for 50." He said, "I'm paying $1,500 a week so she can stay there." I'm like, yo, man, it's crazy. It's nasty out here, bro. It's nasty out here.
But you know, but you know, it's like that one chick. You know, I think she's doing that because women know like they can inherently get something out of being the victims. Like that one chick that said like, oh, her and her kids are so down bad, and that wasn't even her kids. But she was like the aunt or some shit, and she got like 300 racks.
Who? You talk about? You talk about Brittany, right?
No, it's a lady. It's just a random black lady. Just, you know, she took like her sister's kids.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
She took them out. And she basically posted on that shit. Yeah.
The GoFundMe. The GoFundMe lady.
Yeah, that happened literally like what 5 months ago. It happened in Vegas, Las Vegas. The lady
and women,
and she made 200. She made they go for a lady $220,000, bro. And then kids wasn't even her kids. It was 3 kids, right?
Yeah, 3 kids.
Yo, I knew them kids wasn't her kids, yo. Like, them kids didn't even look like she was black as hell. Them kids were white. I'm like, yo, something is off with this picture. Like, something's off here. That kid wasn't even looking at her. That kid was just sitting down.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Bobby. Hey, I'm gonna hop off, bro. But I'm gonna tell you, thanks, man, for letting me up, bro.
I appreciate you, Marcus, man. It's always a good vibe when you're here, bro. I appreciate you being here, family.
Osmosis, bro. It's good catching up with you, my guy. Jay, you too, bro.
Enjoy, man.
Yeah, man. It's wicked out here, bro. Like, you know, you catch the wrong one. You catch the wrong one.
And that's, I mean, it's not easy. I mean, it's no hard, but damn sure it ain't easy, bro.
You catch the right one, and they can change to the wrong one later.
Exactly. That's even worse because now you in it for a long time. You think you got a good one.
But you know what I think? Why be happy, son? You know
Dr. Dre.
You turn demon time on you.
You know what I believe, bro? I believe even when you get a good one, they get poisoned by her goddamn friends, bro. Her friends poison your girl's mind, son. That's one thing I seen over and over and over, yo. Because they're her homegirls, and that's what I say. If you're in a relationship with a girl and she got her 2-3 best friends are single, bro, your shit gonna fail. It's gonna fail because they're gonna put that in her mind, bro. They're gonna put that in her mind. Like, girl, are you his slave or something? So you're supposed to go over there cooking and cleaning.
Oh
We're supposed to
yeah.
be doing laundry. Garrett, you're doing too much, Garrett. Come on, let's go to Vegas. Let's go to Miami real quick. Let's go follow. Let's go find Future. I want my
Let's go
walls beat
find
up by
Future.
Future. Son, I'm telling you.
Bobby,
Listen,
you
I
crazy.
travel a lot, bro. I be in Miami. I be in Vegas. I be everywhere. And I'm telling you, when those girls go out of town with their girlfriends, oh, bro, it's demon time, fam.
Yeah, I
You
lived in
might
Vegas for a
I
year.
was in Miami. I went to Miami
you might as
last
well
week.
break up with that girl, fam.
Yeah, there's. I don't know where y'all at, but from Texas, like the flight to Miami was like $30 last week. I was like, I'm gone. And yeah, it was $30 on JetBlue. So I just dipped, and I was like, man, these girls are really out here. Like,
Man,
and it ain't my first time in Miami, but it just surprised me. Like, shit don't change; it actually gets worse.
No, I lived in Vegas for a year,
oh,
man. A lot of those wedding parties would come down.
oh my God,
It'd
I
be
love
insane.
Vegas, bro. I love Vegas, family. Vegas. If your girlfriend go to Vegas with her single friends, you might as well break up with her, fam. You might as well break
Easy.
up with it, bro, because Vegas, that's a fucked up town right there. And they got. Why do you think that
Yeah.
slogan is so popular? Like
That's
what
that
happened
stays
to
in
Vegas
Vegas.
State,
Yeah, stays in Vegas. Yeah.
bro? Those girls go over there to get beat up. That pussy will get beat up over there, fam. Straight up,
Yeah.
straight up, son.
Well, and that's another thing. Because like I said, like I was with my girl for a while, and we had that conversation too. One time I just told her like, look, if we got problems, you got to talk to me, because her friends at the time was single. She ain't cool with them no more, because I just kind of set the standard. You're not gonna be with a bunch of like single blackout every weekend girls and be with me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be with some wholesome. I ain't saying you can't have friends, but not them chicks. But I was like, yo, every time we got problems, you sitting there venting to them. They ain't gonna tell you nothing about me that you can't get from me. So go ahead and cut it out, because they telling you all this. Their advice is from a single, we like the party perspective. And it's like, if you're trying to have a relationship, these not the people you need to be counseling with, as far as trying to fix some shit. And you kind of got to set that early, because if you just let it fly and you plan on staying with her, then that's why, like, later, if you already let her go on for years with these crazy ass friends, and then y'all get married, now when you try to switch up later, it sounds like you being controlling, or you switched up, when really that's kind of how you felt the whole time. You just didn't say nothing.
You're
You ever
right,
notice
bro.
when your girl hang out with her friends, she'll come back with these new ideas. You already know you ain't come up with this shit, bro. One of your friends told you this, or they have this new topic. It's like, oh, you should do this. I'm like, man, she hung out with her single friends today. She got new ideas today. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
bro.
only
And
that, bro,
I shut that shit down quick.
when a
that's
woman's in a
bullshit.
relationship with you and she got her single friends, single girls gonna be doing single girl shit. They're gonna be traveling. They're gonna be taking those pictures in Dubai, the Bahamas, and that's when your girls get the ideas. Like, why we don't never go nowhere? Like, what the hell? I'm like, yo, and that's when you got to tell them, hey, man, Drake is paying for that trip, right? Those oil guys from the Middle East is paying for those trips, right? They go over there to do something strange for a piece of change. You know that, right? Like,
Well,
son,
I got this years ago. Like, I hooked up with some girl and her friend the same night. Long time. This one I first, like, I guess when people talk about the red pill and like being awakened. This one I was like first getting out clubbing and stuff, and I was like, wow, women, because I lost my phone this night, and so I'm at the hotel with them, or so in the morning I was like, yeah, let me log in my Facebook, whoop de whoop, or let me log in your Facebook so I can message somebody to come pick me up and whatnot. So then, like, as I'm on her Facebook, I noticed like that there was like a wedding thing. They're down here for a wedding trip. And I was like, wow. So I got home, she had me on Facebook, and I kind of looked at all of her and all the friends that was there on there. And I was like, damn, they're all in relationships. And this other girl's married. She hooked up with some other dude that I was with. And I was like, this shit is wild.
you got a boyfriend back home, right?
Yeah, well, 3 of them was engaged.
Wow.
And one of them, it was actually, she was getting married, I think, like the next weekend. And they were down there from Denver. And I was just like, that was the first time I was like, wow, women are really capable of just going out of town and being on some bullshit.
Oh, fan.
Fan,
and you got to understand, bro, it's easy for them, bro. All she have to do is look at least a 5. Even if she ugly, don't matter, bro. Because, man, we don't got no standard. We fuck anything. We fuck anything with a pussy.
Especially if you get drunk enough, you get that, I might fuck around and
ugly
tell yourself she look a little better.
Ugly and fat chick cheat the most. They were showing like They were trying to see who cheated. Yeah, no, it's honest because they get the most.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. They do,
We gotta do
man.
the most.
They do the most, yo. I'm telling you, they do the most because it's the kind of like this. Like if a girl's really fine, most dudes, very high caliber dudes gonna talk to her. Most dudes they think a chance, but if a girl's ugly, every dude thinks has a chance. So you guys, there's more opportunity for her to cheat.
Yeah,
The
she
pretty
love
girl,
that. She love that attention.
exactly. Well, she gets a lot of attention. Like a really pretty girl, you know, how
Yeah.
many times does she get hollered at? Maybe on DMs, but in person, very rarely. So
Man, listen, man. Thank you from a person that travel a lot, bro. I seen, if y'all seen what I've seen in my lifetime, bro. I have been in what, 7 different countries. I have been in every state in this goddamn country. 44 states to be exact. I've been all the major cities, bro. I seen women take out their ring, fang, at the club. If they like a guy like Osmosis, they gonna go press him, bro. And they're gonna go get and later on, they're gonna go and give it to him something and go back to this man like nothing happened, but to her man on Monday. That's where all the hoes live on Monday. Monday in the morning, gotta jump on that fly. And like nothing
Bro,
happened.
that
Yo, do you know how many men is raising kids that are no theirs, bro? There's a lot of men raising kids that are no theirs, bro.
yeah.
you see that football player that soccer, it's called soccer. Man, he had 3 kids with his
Soccer
wife.
player?
None of them, yeah, none of them was his. And I think it was in Ghana or South Africa somewhere. Wow, I'm like three
Ghana,
kids. None
Ghana.
of them is his, bro. That was crazy to me.
That's a demon right there. She a demon. That shit crazy.
And I think the kids are old as hell too. Like the oldest is what, like 13, 14. So he already wasted 14 years of his life right there raising that kid.
No, he raised them to adults. Like most of them were already. He remarried now and got his own kids. But yeah, he raised them for like they'll do that for a long time. It's crazy.
God damn, son.
Yeah.
Oh, yo,
And
imagine
Poppy, you
that.
know, that story I was telling you about hooking with that girl, like you said about compressing. I didn't even shoot my shot with that girl. Like I was just sitting on the curb on some like salty shit. Like, fuck, man, I lost my phone. And then this girl just walked up and was like, "You want to come to the strip club with me?" I was like, "All right, cool, I'm down." Shit,
Hold on. What strip club you went to? You went to the office, G5, the booby trap.
What's this club called? It's closed over here now, but it's called Ecstasy, I think it was. But
Boys, that's Dallas, right?
It's all in Austin. Dallas got the best strip clubs.
Oh my God, them girls is thick over there. Boy, I've been over there.
Yeah,
I've been in Dallas.
Dallas strip club is crazy.
Yeah, the one I like in Dallas the most is it's a club named DJs. Yeah, DJs and yeah, and what is the other one? Y'all got a V Live out there too. All the V Lives are good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got the and then they got the ones on the east side, them ghetto in the hole ones.
Well, bring your own beer. The one.
Yeah.
Oh, those are the best.
Most of them out here, almost all of them out here bring your own beer.
Yeah, those are full new ones.
When I went to Houston, that was the first time me experiencing like that. I wasn't used to this. Is like the first time I went to Houston. This is like 13, 14 years ago. I was a puppy. I was like a teenager still, but I had a fake ID, so I couldn't get in everywhere. So I went to this strip club in Houston named Harlem Nights. And bro, my homie, he happened to be from over there, so he was showing us around. It was like, yo, we're gonna stop at the liquor store. We're gonna bring 2-3 bottles inside the club. I'm like, yo, how we gonna do that? They were like, yo, you can bring your own liquor. I'm like, are you serious?
Bro,
yo, you can bring your own liquor.
Like, you can bring a cooler.
Yeah, you can bring your own bottle, and you only have to pay. You only have to pay for the cranberry juice, the energy drink. That's about it. That's all you're paying for. In the entry, of course, they're gonna hit you a little bit in the entry because they need to make up the money a little bit, which is gonna be $30-$40. Depends, whatever night it is too. But yeah, bro, I had so much fun, yo.
For the men.
The first time
when I went in there, bro. Oh my God, them girls were right, man. them bros, yo. They were thick as hell. They were beautiful in there, son.
The first time,
Go ahead, son.
The first time I went to Texas, I got robbed there. I was in Air Force by Wichita Falls, bro. It was like, and I was
Wichita Falls.
Yeah, Wichita Falls in Texas, real north where it snows up there. There's
I was like, you deep.
Yeah, I was deep in there. But that's what the training was. So they told us they told us not to go to that strip club, but.
Hold on, I didn't hear you. What strip club did you went to?
I forgot the name. It was in Wichita Falls though. It was a bring your own beer. That's how I know about it. They had a full nude in the back, which is bring your own beer. Then they had a one that was like half nude where they sold drinks. Me and my buddies,
usually those full new joint, the full booty club joint, they be the 18 and up.
Yeah, nah. This was bring your own beer one. You had to bring your own beer. They couldn't say alcohol there because
Oh,
full
21,
nudity.
21, 21 and up.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
You're right. You're right.
So it was like 5 of us, man. We walk into the strip club. All these girls are rushers. We like, oh yeah, this is awesome. We're in the military. By the time the girls they dipped off, right? One dude was like, "Where's my phone?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know." So I check. I'm like, "Let me call it." I reached in my pocket. My phone gone. They took all our phones, yo. Our phones and wallets, all 6 of us at the same time. It was insane. One of our buddies like, "I'm gonna go get it back." I'm like, "I don't know, man. I don't know about that." There was some big dudes there, so we just left. I took
It's
that
a lick
loss.
on you.
Yeah, man. It was. I was like, "Oh man, that's crazy." But it was a fun time though until we realized we lost our wallets and the phone.
Bro, I did that when I was broke. No, I didn't lose. I didn't get robbed, but I did that with one of the strip clubs. I was throwing out ones. You know what I'm saying? Doing that thing. Man, I slipped up and threw 100 out there. Then she already took it, but I was sick because I was broke. You know what I'm saying? I was just like,
Oh
I came
man.
here for a good time. I might not even fuck around and make rent. You try to have fun. But yeah, you fuck around and get robbed. I mean, I know people that's happened a lot to people in Dallas, in them little ghetto spots. Yeah, you fuck around, go over there and get robbed by one of these strippers setting you
It
up.
wasn't rob. Okay, it's more pickpocket. It wasn't. They didn't put no gun out. They pickpocketed. They was real good at it. That's insane.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I always tell everybody the street club is not a place for everybody, son. You have to be on point when you go to those kind of places because the street club is a street club is a place, it's a playground where everybody meets. I'm talking about you got the gangsters coming in there, you got the hustlers coming in there, then you got your doctor guy coming in there, you got your athletes coming in there. So everybody meet at that one particular place because they got one particular thing that they like, which is girls. Girls butt naked, twerking and popping it, busting it wide open, right? So
yeah,
these kind of places attract a lot of. That's what I always tell the homies. Hey, you better be on point. You better be on point. If this girl is a little bit pushy trying to fuck you. Hey, she probably trying to set your ass up. So her boyfriend can rob your ass at the hotel room. You always
Yep.
gotta be you always gotta be on point. So like I know what to look for because I be in the streets. So like you ain't gonna just get me. You're gonna have to work to get me. Like you got to put in overtime for me. And whatever I go, I always got my pistol. Like even when I'm out of town, I got a pistol because most likely I got homies in that city, and they know I need to be moving right because man, we live in a fucked up place, bro. I don't play that shit.
yeah.
I don't.
I
I'm not looking for problems.
about this, bro.
I ain't got no problem. Listen, I don't be looking for problems, bro. But you ain't gonna just get me, fam.
Hey, it's better to have it on you than it's better to have it on you and not need it than need it and not have it on you. That's what I say.
Exactly. So, like,
But
when I go to Miami, I got my tool on me.
BDB, your girl took a girl trip, huh? We're not saying every girl. We're not saying every girl, BDB.
Nah, it's over for you, brother. Nah, it's not. It's not every girl. My girl started talking about that.
Man.
She want to go with her sister to what she say over to Denver or some shit. And I was like, I don't really trip on no shit like that. But you know, like I said, you know, now
you know what you got.
Decide, you know what I'm saying? I don't really. It kind of depends though. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's a whole nother group of friends she got, and I was like, yeah, if you was going with them, I'm good on it. You know what I'm saying? Because they tried to like that.
You know your girl.
Like together.
You know your girl, bro.
I don't even like
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no weird shit like that, bro. Because this is before we was like serious. This is some years ago, but they was going on a trip to Vegas, like we was talking about. But it was like a work thing, right? And like there's gonna be some dudes coming or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? And I just kind of ghosted her, really. I just really stopped talking to her. And then she came in like, oh, why you don't fuck with him more? You don't be around. And I was like, come on, I just don't fuck with that shit. Niggas taking girl/boy trips to Vegas and shit. Talk about coworkers, like, you know, I'm not gonna take you serious. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I ain't mad at you, but I'm not gonna take you serious. Like we all know what that is. Like niggas already probably up there doing that work husband bullshit, and now y'all going on vacations. And like, I'm cool, man. I don't even want all that kind of drama.
People, man.
But it ain't every girl that be on that shit. But you know,
no,
I feel like
man,
you would know if your girl was on that weird ass I go on girl trip, and I'm gonna probably like thought it out. And
Yeah,
also,
not
you
every
might
girl's
never
like
know.
that.
I don't know. Some
You
girls
can't
are strapped
control.
up.
You can't control nobody, bro. You can't control nobody.
I
So
say you can't control nobody. I ain't gonna go hunting for it,
nah.
but
So
I ain't gonna be blind to the signs if I see it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be like,
Exactly.
well, let me
You
see
know
your
the
phone
symptoms.
and make sure you wasn't. Yeah, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I'm
You know
not
the
checking for you
symptoms.
like that.
It's like when
Cause
you
also
even
I
you
got shit to do.
yeah, like even like if you know from that particular city, but you know when you in you know when you're in the ghetto, like you know the symptoms. The
yeah.
symptoms is gonna be right here, like oh, it's a crackhead over here, it's a liquor store over there. Yeah, I know what
Hey,
I'm at.
bro,
I know what I'm at.
that's
The
how it
same
is
thing
in
with
New
women,
Orleans,
bro.
bro. You fuck around, go to the wrong street, it just turns
Mm-hmm.
a whole nother city.
The same thing with women, bro. Like you know, you're dealing with a hoe, you're dealing with a good girl. I mean, like I said earlier, bro, it's a lot of good girls over there. It's a lot of good girls out there. It just the fucked up girls are the loudest one. You see what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
are the one that made the most noises. They are the one. It's like in today's society, bro, we praise the fucked up behavior. We don't praise the girls that is getting there, that being graduating, being doctors and stuff like that. We don't praise those girls.
Yeah.
We don't, you know what I mean? Because you know why? Because those kind of girls usually are quiet. You see
Well,
what I'm saying?
those girls are loud too. The one with the PhD, they could be the worst as well. So with this
Well,
whole
I think he's trying to set it like a
No,
appraising, yeah,
the ones that
yeah,
yeah,
praise.
yeah.
The ones that are winning in today's society, call themselves winning, quote unquote, is the ones that are doing online shit, twerking all day, promoting hot girl summer. If girl knew what hot girl summer
what he
means, yo,
say?
that you feel disgusted, yo. So
He
hot girl
said I got
summer is,
standards.
yeah, hot girl summer is
Before the
like,
game is funny because he was on his stream talking about how that shit was funny as hell. He was talking about how you don't fuck with prostitutes. It's like nah, man, nah, I don't believe in it. I got standards that I don't rock with it. He wasn't giving no slack on that shit.
I ain't gonna lie, man. If I had power, I made prostitution legal. I might as well.
You know, it's crazy that I see a lot of dudes, right? They'll say they're against it, but when they're in another country,
They go
now
buy it.
Bro,
they go buy it.
talk
It's like
about it.
it's just
Talk about
weird.
it, bro.
It's weird, bro. It's like okay, so it's all. I think sometimes a morality thing, or people just playing games because prostitution happens everywhere in front of us, bro. Like you know, we ain't
Like
gonna bring.
Me and my coworker went to Singapore
Yeah,
for one of our jobs, and like he was kind of like on some version shit, but like he was saying the same thing, like that's gross, and da 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 da. And one of my other coworkers showed him how to buy a prostitute, and that nigga never went back, bro. I swear, every city we go to, this man was hitting the back pages like his whole check, just like spending on buying pussy. I was like, bro, this shit is crazy. I was like, bro, you spending like easily 1,500 every city we go to. I was like, bro, this is insane.
like
bro,
me and
look,
buddy,
I
Come on,
but
man.
I got
same.
homies. I got homies that buy pussy, bro, and because I'm anti buying pussy. I never bought no pussy, and I'm not gonna say I never will. You never know what the future gonna bring. I don't know if I'm gonna be alone when I'm 67. I guess I'm gonna have to buy
I
some
say
ass.
I ain't never done it, but I ain't gonna stop with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
what I'm
don't
saying.
know
I
how
never
niggas
done
be
it. This
nigga be
this is my
down
thing, bro.
niggas be down bad somewhere and don't nobody
Yeah,
know.
this is
You
my
know?
thing. As of right now, I'm against me. I'm talking about me personally. I don't buy no pussy because I know them bitches gave that pussy off for free to somebody else. God damn it, I need it for free too. That's my thinking. That's my ego too. That's my ego. I got an ego, bro. I like, you know what I mean?
But
However,
would you be
I'm not
professional
against the
though?
thing. I'm not against men buying pussy because I believe it's a lot of men that really can get no pussy like that. So they better off just buying it. And listen, I'm cool with that, bro. If you need to buy
Bro,
yours to get yourself, go do you. I got some homies that they don't have to, but they just do it because they don't like to go to the house. So I be roasting.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, man, you got them trick. And they be like, listen, man, at the time I take this girl out, at the time I start talking to a girl, at the time I already spent $1,000, $1,200, and I still even guarantee she give me none.
hey,
So I
bro,
might as well go
I
ahead.
can see
I might as
I
well go
can
ahead
see
and
how
pay
you
this
can
two
make the
hundred
numbers
dollars.
work, bro.
I might as well go pay this $200-$300 and get it off, and I don't have to talk to her. I just go over there, pound her out 20-30 minutes, and I'm out. And I'll be like,
I can
well,
see how
once you put it on that, if you put it on that sense, it makes sense. But I
exactly.
just can't do it though.
But here's the thing about that, and you know, what I'm saying, I do agree with that because I kind of somebody gave me that argument too, and I was like, I can fuck with that. But I think the thing is, like, by investing with someone that's not a prostitute, it's like it's like investing in stocks or some shit. Like, I'm expecting this value to go up where I'm not paying for this shit no more. Like, I'm just getting it for the free, you know, for dudes that go on dates and shit. So I get that to a degree. Like, if
But
the
let me,
numbers work, the numbers work.
but let me ask you a question though. Let's say you take a girl out, right? If your end goal is to have a relationship with the girl, but if your end goal is just to have sex with her, isn't that the same thing as tricking? Because you like when a trick goes and buys, right? His end goal is only one thing. But if you go on a date with a girl and pay, and your goal is the same as his goal, all he did was be more efficient than you. Y'all trying to do the same thing, but he did it in a more efficient way though.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out like what's the difference
Now,
there. Like if your end goal
I'm
is the
glad.
same as his,
I'm glad you asked that, bro. Because I always say this: we all trick. All men trick, bro. We just gotta decide. We just gotta pick and choose how we're gonna trick.
yeah,
Like for example, I don't buy no pussy, right? But once you taking girl out, show her a good time. You're spending your money and your time, right? That's tricking right there. That's more like that's formal tricking. That's
yeah.
formal trick. That's the way I look at it. It's formal. It's level to this shit. It's levels. To me, that's like formal tricking. Now, if you come in plain James and you be like, hey man, fuck all that, man. I might just go pay this bro $200-300. That's tricking right there. You just fuck the gang. You don't want to talk. You got your room. Hey man, I'm over here at the Holiday Inn. Come over here real quick, man. Pull up.
But
I'll
like,
throw you back out and keep it pushing.
I
We
wouldn't.
both tricks. It just you gotta pick and choose which trick you want to be.
Like osmosis, I wouldn't consider osmosis tricking though because he's actually trying to build a relationship with the girl. But if me and your goal are the same, I'm trying to like you know what I'm saying. You were saying when you go out with a girl, return on investment, right? I'm assuming you were saying you're gonna
Oh
become free.
no. Well, I guess that's in a relationship, but I'm not talking
Yeah,
about like a relationship like you my only girl, but like in a
yeah,
relationship of like I can hit you up and like we'll go
You're
out
trying
and
to
have a good
build.
time. But
yeah.
it's basically I'm guaranteed to have sex with you if I'm
Again,
hitting you up. Like yeah,
so you want to return
it's some
investment.
type of relationship. It's not a committed relationship, but yeah, return on investment. Like
So you want to return
we kind of
investment.
I just don't want to use like the terms like rotation and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's just like you know like you in my pocket like because I don't had a couple girls like that where it's just like I'll still take them out on a date, you know what I'm saying, after like the fact like, you know, we done been involved, we done been dates before, and we done had sex already. I hit them up like, hey, like I'm about to go to this restaurant, you wanna come with me? They'll come and it's like kinda known like we're gonna have sex afterwards, you know what I'm saying? Or if we don't go on no date, just like, hey, come over, come kick it, and we have sex. You know what I'm saying? At that point you're not really paying for it no more. Even though you
Yes.
have to show them some kind of respect up front and take them out on a date.
But you're building a relationship for tomorrow. It doesn't have to be a girlfriend relationship. I'm just talking about connection for
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
But you got dudes
No,
that just
that's a fact.
that just go out with girls with date just to have sex. I don't see that as a different tricking versus someone who just pays because you're doing this. You're not trying to build for something for tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Your end goal is the same as the person who just pays the $200. Only difference is your way took a lot longer. The other dude ways way more.
And it's no guarantee.
It's not guaranteed. So
and it's no guarantee. I get the math, bro. I'm telling you, I get.
no, I'm
I
talking
get
about the
it.
mindset. I'm talking about the mindset these dudes talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm going on a date just to sleep with this girl.
Yeah,
That's
It can
tricking, bro.
start like that and develop into a relationship too, though. Like I mean, our first goal is always like, oh, I want to get that. You see what I'm saying? But then again, like you start looking at this women quality, be like, this is a good girl. Let me see how far can I take this? And then you start seeing this is a good woman, and they be like, well, obviously you still want to hit. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it can turn into something else. But that's later on. But our first main goal is to hit. That's the first
For
goal
sure.
that we got.
I think time to change it. Where dudes are realizing that that can't be your main goal now, right? You gotta go in there with a plan. Like this girl got to be someone good, have good morality, somewhat. You know what I mean? You can't just go in there because that's how people end up
Well,
in crazy situations now. So
this is how I broke it down to this one girl, like, because we were talking about girls that are friends. I think we almost talked about can you have like female friends? And I was like, I got some real female friends, and then I got like female friends that are like associates. It's like the real friends, like the door for sex is basically closed. But like the other girls that we cool, we kick it, and we don't always get into shit. But it's like the availability for sex is always open with this set of girls. So it's like, I might not be taking you on a date, like I ain't gonna pay for you, like we gonna hang out and stuff, but like the door for sex is always like the potential is there whether we already had it or not. And I'm usually kind of staying in that pocket. Like it's like I'm not trying to like I'm not going on my way to like expect the sex, but I'm making sure the door is like, we know like sex is still an option. I'm not just out here kicking it with you just for like strictly because we friends. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and most of my friends that are like females, like they're all in like marriages and shit now. You know what I'm saying? I've been cool with them for a minute, but I don't really have like new female friends that I'm just like the door for sex wouldn't be open at some point.
Yeah, I don't got female friends. I don't see the point of a man being a friend with a woman. I don't see that. Because the reason why I say that is because if a woman is if a man is trying to be a woman's friend, he trying to hit, bro. And let's keep it funky. Unless this woman is extremely ugly or extremely big or something like that. That's when I kind of believe you.
If it's easy enough.
Unless there's a benefit, like professionally or business wise. Yeah. But
I got my man. Hold on 1 second. I got my man. I got my man Smash TV. Pull it up, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm all right, brother. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good, man.
That's
Like,
cool,
I'm here
man.
talking shit with the homies, man. James and my man Osmosis, man.
I hear you, man.
Like,
Good to hear you, brothers on, man. I said, let me show some support. I posted in my community chat, so you know what I'm saying, people could see it. And then, I just saw the message. I said, let me jump on, say what's up.
Yo, I appreciate that because I don't even got a community tab. Yeah, I'm close. I'm 420 subscribers.
Bro,
so
you gonna get it,
you need 500 subscribers, right?
I think so. It's between like 5 and 7. It used to be 1,000, but they changed it, so you might get it.
It's 500 for the tab now.
Yeah, we'll get you there, man. I'm gonna keep promoting. You know what's up.
Okay, please, everybody subscribe to Papi Blanco TV channel, man. Subscribe to my man Smash TV. Subscribe to my man Osmosis, man. With smile people coming on and come up, yo. Yeah, well, what you got to say about I don't know if you saw the thumbnail, bro, but what do you think about camnewton? Why he trending the past 2-3 days? I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Nah, I didn't know. I didn't see the thumbnail. Self-made sent me the link for the thing. Yeah, what it had what it have on it?
Yeah, okay, just to get to tell you what's going on. camnewton is a football player, and he was doing a podcast. He said that the woman in today's day, they worry about being a boss bitch. He said he don't need a boss bitch. You need a woman that cook, know how to be quiet, know how to cater to a man's need. And to remind you, this is a man that came from a real household background, like a mom and father still together, 38 years married, so he know what a real family look like. So he know the foundation. And the internet is killing him because he said that women should know how to cook, and because women don't know how to be quiet. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, if he want to get married, he's gonna have to have something like that. You can't. I wrote it in my book. You can't make a hoe into a housewife. So no matter how hard you try, it's just not gonna happen. We call that type of guy Captain Save a Hoe. So he's not Captain Save a Hoe, and you know that all of these, like the majority of these women, they're into whole culture. They don't want to have respect for a guy. They want to take the guy's balls, and say, oh, I'm gonna, do what I want to do. But yeah, man, I don't know the player. I'm just trying to think of who he is, because I haven't watched too much of the stuff lately. I would say I don't plan on getting married. But if I'm gonna even be with a girl that's my girlfriend, she has to understand that I'm the man. That's it. I'm the man, and I'm gonna treat her like a woman. I'm gonna treat her right. But she has to be a woman of value. It's like you can't treat a hoe. If she's a hoe, you got to treat her like a hoe. And not saying you got to treat her bad. You just say, okay, this is what it's going to be, And
is how we're gonna get it.
Yeah, I would agree that, you know, you can't marry a hoe. You can't. I don't think that can ever be changed because she's had too much sperm. The book I'm coming out with now is all about that. It's the fact that when a woman takes so many loads from different men, it changes her. And this is a scientific fact. It makes her to where she cannot pair bond with another man if she's, say she got a body count of 10, which is low for a lot of these girls out there, which is embarrassing. You know, when a girl tells me, oh, they had all these boyfriends, I said, look, if you want to get busy, we can get busy, but there's going to be no type of relationship here because, you know, I don't want to hear about no ex-boyfriends. You know, definitely I can't get with her if she got a kid. I don't date single mothers anymore. I was in my 20s. But, yeah, you know, I'm just like, you know, I'm really
the baby mama club.
yeah, I can't, man. And I've dated some, you know, pretty women, but they got kids because most of the women got kids are very pretty. That's why they got kids. So, you know, I had to get standards and say, okay, these are my standards. I don't mind other guys, they do that. Hey, I can't say nothing about it. Every man's going to do what he's going to do. But you know, like for me, I understand you're going to pay either way. If you buy a pay for play or if you're going to get a, so either way, you're going to pay. Yeah. So I'd rather have enough money and maybe do, you know, because I'm in my late 40s now, I'm still in good shape. And I would do like maybe, I don't know if it's, I don't even want to call it the sugar daddy because I'm not going to share. Yeah, well, I would have the girl, I would go, of course, the girl will be younger, you know, maybe 10, 15 years, something like that, you know, definitely in her 20s, and say, look, you could either have a good life like this and you don't got to work or nothing like that. And then, you know, like this football player might be saying that, like, look, he's not, I don't know how old is he? Is he like in his 30s, the football player?
He's 32 years old. He's about to be 33 in May. He's a May baby just like me.
Yeah, so if he's like that, he could easily get a girl that's 20, maybe even 19, and he's going to have to mold her and teach her and say, okay, look, you're my girl, or if he's going to marry her, and then say, okay, you know, even if she doesn't know how to cook or whatever, he could bring her into that family atmosphere. Say, look, all girls should know this. You know, when like they say they don't know this, they're bullshitting. You know, they know. It's like, what the fuck, man? Women are so psychologically ahead of men. It's ridiculous. We have to be on another level. They're ahead of us. So that's why when you're older, you match up better with younger women. Plus, if you're 40, who wants to smash a 40-year-old woman? You know, what the, you know, that
a lot
shit
of
is
people. A lot of people would smash.
Oh,
yeah.
I tell them, I say, thank you. I tell them, thank you, man. Thank them for taking her off the market. You know, because for me, you know, the best thing a woman can give a man is her youth, you know, and once that's done, like they can't pair bond no more. Like you think about, okay, she got 10 previous, not even boyfriends. She might have smashed a few guys on the same night, right? I tell girls, if you had a one night stand, then pay me that respect. We could smash on the first night and we could have a relationship. Well, not a relationship, but we could have a thing going on like that, a sexual thing. If I see that she's, you know, worthy of something, like I don't even think it's going to be found in America. You got to travel to really find that now. You know, he's a football player. He might have enough money to really accomplish that. But yeah, I agree with him, man. I don't know everything. Yeah.
Just to coach you, tell you a little bit about him. He have made over $130 million in on the NFL field.
Holy shit!
That's just on the field.
Yeah, what he needs to do is he needs to put over half of that money in a business to where when he gets married, if they divorce, she can't touch that money, right? You put it in a business, right? So he has that before she came. It's called like a premarital thing, right? If he's planning on getting married. And you know, I don't think he's going to find that in America. If he wants to settle down, he's going to have to find a young girl that has a low body count or you know, very, very, you know, no really ex-boyfriends or something. And, you know, you probably find, I noticed in other countries when I went to South America and DR and like a lot of other Caribbeans, you might still find that. You might still, you know, that's a normal thing that women know how to cook, and you know,
That's
he's
normal in
got
those
enough.
countries. I'm Colombian, so in like literally, I'm gonna say 88-90% of the women know how to cook in that country. That's a high ass
He's
number.
probably saying that because he's from America, right? He's American, right?
Yeah, he's from Florida.
Yeah, because in
I mean,
America,
from Georgia. He's from Georgia.
yeah, they don't to marry an American woman will be a loss for him. He's gonna have to find that in one of these other countries, whether he go to Latin America or he go to, you know, maybe overseas in Europe or something. But
So
yeah,
you don't
not
think he can find? You don't think he can find a good, strong woman? You don't think Kanye can find a good woman that know how to cook, clean, submit, cater to him, and do all the good things? You think he have to go outside of America for that?
Yeah, he's gonna have to do what Eddie Murphy did in Coming to America when he acted like he was poor. You can't let them know he got money.
Oh, this is very funny, yo.
Oh my god!
And then when he does that, and he sees the girl likes him for him, because you know, if he's a football player, he got to be in good shape, you know, and everything.
Oh, that man,
So
that man is, boy, no homo, bro. That man, it would be every woman's dream.
yeah, so if he goes, what the best thing to do is for him to go with a friend, right, to the other country, and they say, hey man, you know, I got a friend, you know, he has a, you know, he works, he only makes like maybe $70,000-$80,000 a year, and you know, he's looking for a wife, but she got to be a good girl, you know, can't be no promiscuous girl, and do the thing like Eddie Murphy did in Coming to America. And then when he finds his queen, she finds out like, oh shit, I hit the jackpot. But then she still got to know how to act. He's got to understand how to deal with her, because dealing with younger women in their early 20s, you know, that's it's worth the trouble. I'd rather put up with the bullshit from a younger girl than an older girl. You know, so I think that he can't let them know he's got that money, because he's never going to get somebody that he's never going to know, do they really want him for him, you know? So
That would be everywhere, though. I think.
You know, he got 7 kids, right? You know, he got 7 kids, right?
No,
what?
Cam Newton got 7 kids. Yeah, he got 7.
No, he got 5 kids and he got 2 stepkids.
Well, 7. Well, hey, that's 7, bro. Well, 5 years, but yeah.
Well, I mean, no, but he's not with the. I mean, he got 4 kids with 1 chick, and then he got 1 kid with a stripper. And then the kid he got 4. The lady he got 4 kids with already had 2 kids. So he would, you know, I mean, he claims those other 2 kids as his, but they're not. He got 5 solid chicks, but he got 4 kids with one chick though, and then, you know, 1 stripper that he just kind of like accidentally got pregnant.
Damn. Now he might, then if he got that, he might need to just take care of his kids, man, because your kids are first. Yeah, I mean, if I got $130 million, right, I'm gonna raise my kids. I'm gonna take my kids, pay whatever the baby mothers, you know, I gotta pay to get my kids, and you got enough money to raise those kids. I build a school or something like that.
But apparently he's like active in his kid's life. He's not like, you know.
No, hold on.
Like
another thing about the man, though, he do a lot. He do a lot for the community, fam. That man,
he seemed like a
always
dude.
posting. One thing about Kenny, not necessarily posting, other people post him. He always doing camps. He always doing the public speaking. He always doing like stuff for kids, bro. He pull up to the school. And I remember about 4 or 5. All this stuff can be you can Google it yourself. But he pulled up to a school in Florida or Georgia, one of those 2 schools, and the man gave out like 200 laptops, something like that, MacBook Pros and stuff like that. The man do a lot for the community, so that's what I've been rocking with Cam ever since he came out of college, bro. Like, because that man is a great football player. He can ball. Yeah, he can ball. I mean, now he don't play that good no more. I don't know what happened. Ever since he became a vegetarian, I don't know what happened to him. But yeah, I think he lost his strength or something. But he do a lot, son. So this is you know what I mean?
Poppy, you say you travel a lot too, and like when I was in Germany, like I dated a girl there. I met her here, and then I went back with her over there. We stayed over there for a long time. But like, and I dated another girl over there too. The first girl was cool, but the second girl, She was on just as much bullshit as some of these girls over here be on.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
all these Western
just like,
countries, China, Japan, they all on the same time, dude. Any country that's like considered westernized, they're all on the same time, dude. This whole feminine is taking over, especially like some of the European countries, like Sweden, Switzerland. Nah, they worse than here. Trust me.
yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, he got a lot of money. I don't want to tell nobody what to do with his money, but he a little different. But again, like I think we talked about earlier, like what else is a man with that much money supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? What else would he expect other than a traditional woman that's just going to kind of like do what he needs her to do? You know what I'm saying? Like realistically, that's his standard. But I doubt he's realistically going to have his girl in the house cooking, cleaning, doing all
Exactly.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Like this guy, he first of all, like I said, he's a vegetarian, so most likely he need a how you call it, a chef to do his meals, and he's an athlete on top of that. It's not like he can just eat anything. This man is an athlete, bro. So whatever he eats, he watch it real careful. So even if a girl be like, "Yo, I know how to cook," he probably gonna be like, "You know what? You can cook for me on Sunday. That's my cheat day." That's the day you know, like when you work out, you got the cheat day one day, that one cheat day. Like, yeah, you can cook for me on Sunday or Saturday. But the rest of the days, I got this chef coming over here, pulling up from Monday to Saturday to cook the meals for me.
But the bad thing, I see guys saying he's sexist too. That's when it's like,
and that's the part that pisses me off.
That's pissing me off because
I don't mind the women. I don't mind the women,
like
man. I get it, but I hate the man. I hate men that pander to these women just to sound cool or just because you on a podcast. You better off don't say nothing, bro. Just don't say nothing, bro.
Like Shaq, right? He was like, yeah, we're not in the 60s, 70s. But he's the same guy who was married about a whole nother side chick, a house, and all. I'm like, Shaq, what are you talking about, Shaq? It's like people
bought a side chick a house.
Yeah, he was with that
I know what you're talking about. I forgot her name.
I forgot her name.
That Flavor of Love joint.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
These dudes be like throwing stones at people, but when they got history too, it's like I'm like, come on,
you gotta understand though, because they have to say that. They have to say that because they need those. They know women is the biggest spender. According to the number for every $1 in this country, every $1 spent in this country, 76 cents is spent by a woman. So that's why everybody pandered to this woman. You see what I'm saying? Because they know they're spending that dollar. So that's why they go out their way to be like, I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him. Hey, you're right, Queen. You don't have to cook. Of course you're going to tell her you don't have to cook so she can go get Uber Eats and dash doors all day. Of course you're going to say that, yo.
But who doesn't want somebody cooking clean, though? That's just basic. I would think everybody wants that, right?
I want someone like that, but my girl, she can cook, she cleans, do all that shit, but I do all that shit. Like I probably clean more than she do. It's just like I think for me, it's mainly just like I just want to know you got it in you. Like I'm not asking. She don't be cooking and cleaning all the time. You know what I'm saying? I like to cook personally, but
me too.
But it's cool. Like a lot of times when I'm working, like I'll come back and she want to cook, but sometimes I gotta have her not cook. Like when I get on a diet and shit, cause she be cooking shit, but she be cooking a lot of pasta and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That you know, just not healthy shit. It tastes good, but it ain't healthy. So when I'm on a diet, it kind of killed her a little bit because I'm like, yo, don't cook nothing. Don't cook for me. Just go ahead and buy your own shit. Cook for yourself. And then she kind of feels some type of way about it sometimes, like she can't provide value or some shit because I kind of be on that shit heavy. So some women kind of want that. I don't know.
Like if she works too, right? It's 50-50. Can you ask women to cook and clean then?
Yeah.
I believe this is what I believe, bro. I believe
some women. I believe
that if you live in that, I mean, let's be honest. Most people 50-50 anyway, bro. Like the way
100%.
the way that
I'm sure it's 50-50.
Exactly. All these people that get on this internet say that's nearly impossible. Only 6-7% of the population can afford to tell the woman to stay at home and he take care of everything. Let's start there, right? Now, if you in a 50-50, you're in a 50-50 kind of situation. I believe yes, bro, because you're supposed to know how to cook since you were like 12 years old. I cook better than most women I come across anyway. I don't got no problem cooking, I'm gonna be honest. But goddamn it, you're supposed to know that too. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're supposed to know that too. This is human. This is basic human skills, bro.
But can you demand it though?
Huh?
That's
Can you
that's the
demand
question.
it?
Can you demand it though? Like actually, like he was saying, can you be
I
like,
Demand
oh
what
believe.
you want.
yeah,
I
but
believe.
when
No,
you
hold on.
when you
And,
get it is a
like I,
different story.
true.
yeah, like I said it earlier, it's level to this shit, bro. A man like Cam Newton is supposed to demand anything he wants, bro. God
Yeah,
damn,
Cam Newton can say that.
you're like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, for
He
sure.
got 150 mil, bro. If you gonna demand your woman to cook and clean, goddamn it, we don't got no hope. We don't got no hope. That's like Jeff Bezos demanding his girl to be loyal. Like, nigga, I got 270 bills. I got 270 billies, bitch. The least you can do is show me some respect. Like, yo, it's just crazy in the society that we live in that you cannot even ask a human being to do their basic skills, basic
Yeah,
survival skills.
I felt like this. Like, with my parents, they was, you know what I'm saying, my mom worked most of my life and my dad worked as well. But like when he finally got his business popping off, she ain't worked a lick in her life no more. So it's like
Yeah,
it's like 50-50 cool. You know, if you don't want a 50-50 do, I don't know. I feel like if you're traditional, you gotta have, like I said, my pops was obviously traditional, but they needed my mom to work and to, you know, mainly she was working and taking care of us to like sustain it until he could get his business popping. And it's like in that case, you know, imagine if he was with some chick that was like, oh, you're not paying all the bills, they would have never got there. You know what I'm saying? She'd be working till this day if that was
Yes.
the case. So sometimes that 50-50 is necessary. But, you know, if you don't want a 50-50 do, then you're probably going to be waiting for just a baller to come and scoop you up or something. I don't know. Like, the 50-50 thing is like for the women that don't like that means they don't want to build with no men. They just
Yeah.
want to,
And now,
you know, they
and
want to build a bear dude that's already put together.
and stop right there, I suppose. So you say they waiting for a baller to come scoop them, all right? And when if the baller show up, they don't even know how to cook. So hey, fuck. You see what I said? You see how it
yeah,
works? You see how it
yeah.
works, bro?
That's funny. That's
Like,
funny.
yeah, I don't want a man. I don't want to split 50-50 with a guy. Cool, no problem. Hey, that's beautiful. That's good. But when the baller come and ask you, hey, girl, I need you to cook. A baller like Cat Newton say, hey, you think I'm a slave?
Now I was just playing.
So there's no win on this situation, yo.
I was playing devil's advocate because there are some dudes that are demanding things like, because when we say traditional man, right? Depending on what area of country you're in, some people in the South, a woman, if you can't hunt, you're not a traditional man, especially if you live in those very country areas. So, like, if you can't work on a car, someone might not consider you a traditional man. Like, so there's dudes that can't fix anything, you know. So, like, the way I see it, if we can outsource some of our jobs, the way they see it, they can outsource some of their jobs too. So, and cooking and cleaning is one of their
feel
jobs. So,
like some years, this probably like 6 years ago, I had this one chick. She was bad. And she was on that shit like you talking about. She be hunting and all that shit. And I guess her dad, you know, they be on that, you know, we got trucks and shit. Nigga, I said I didn't shoot a gun. Like back then, I said I didn't shoot a gun. And she said, like, I swear I ain't never heard this phrase, but she said, you ain't no kind of man. I was like,
yeah,
damn.
exactly. That's especially in the South, they hear that a lot.
Like
So let me get this right. Let me get this right. You're supposed to know how to hunt if you to be a real man.
Because that's where she came from. Like,
That's
her
where she came
family's on
from.
that shit. These niggas got land and shit. She was
Yeah.
shooting guns since she was little. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I don't shoot guns. I don't do all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't hunt and all that shit. And it just turned her the fuck off.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I mean, I know how to.
Yeah,
I know how to shoot guns and all of that, but like, look,
You catch that Atlanta, Texas, Georgia, Florida, the South. You see a lot of women like that. If you don't know how to do these life skills, butchering animals, they might not respect it. But that's what their dad did. So
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Well, I shoot
bro.
I mean, I done shot guns before when I was little. You know what I'm saying? And when I stayed like in the country, but that's when I was like 6. You know what I'm saying? This one I was like 21. So you know, this chick was just not. She wasn't fucking with it at all. And she was a little older than me. I think she was 24. And it's just like, yeah, but like I said, like, you know what I'm saying, once I kind of like seen her shit and seen like how her family was and shit, it made sense. She wasn't fucking with nobody that wasn't about that life, you know. Fuck, you know, my money wasn't right back then and shit. Like I said, her people, they got land and big ass trucks and shooting guns and do all that type of shit. So when I said I wasn't fucking with none of that shit, nigga, she was done with me. So you know what I'm saying?
Hell no. I guess I'm not a
Hey, bro,
real man, boy, because you ain't never gonna
Hey, she
catch
cooked
me
me.
go
I was
hunting.
confused as hell. I was like, damn.
well, Park, you up north though. So like
No, but this is crazy.
Down
I
here
live in
it's a little
Florida
different.
before too, though. I live in Florida before. I mean, I live in Miami. I don't know how.
Yeah, Miami. Like I'm
That's
talking
not
about middle
fun
Florida,
like that.
Jacksonville, middle like
Yeah.
Okeechobee, all those areas. Yeah, you see a lot of people down here, man. 'Cause I live in Florida too. If you're
Yo,
not about,
Smash. Have you gone hunting before? Smash,
I go.
Smash, you still with
I would
us?
say,
I don't think he's still with us. Yeah, I never went hunting
yeah.
before, bro.
I still go hunt. I mean, I go hunting now. Yeah, but it's different. Like that back then, I wasn't really fucking with that. But it's just like, and that ain't no indictment on me. You know what I'm saying? You just can't let that shit like rock. I mean, I was kind of bent up about that. That shit had me twisted wild. I'm thinking I got this bad bitch and she just shut me down. But you know, it's just like that's her. You know what I'm saying? Because you go fuck with another chick that's on that like anti-gun shit. She don't fuck with guns, period. And she, you know, she believes guns starts wars and all that type of shit. And she could be totally down. So I think that's what a lot of people just don't get. Like that's that chick. Maybe she don't fuck, you know, she don't fuck with no shit like that. But you can go find another chick that could be on the completely opposite shit.
and women
They
say the
just have
same
to
thing about cooking and cleaning though. Women say the same thing about cooking and cleaning. You can find another man who don't care about cooking and cleaning. So we all doing the same excuses. You know what I'm saying? We all. That's what's so crazy. It's like we all, due to technology, there is no traditional nobody, bro.
It's too much variety.
Yeah, too much variety, bro. It's crazy.
Nah, that's true. Because they'll be like, if you ain't gonna do it, I'll find somebody else that will. You know, you gotta actually. I mean, if they on that, you kind of gotta just let that rock.
But the reason men can talk is because we're right. They can say that until they get older. Then they realize, oh crap, I need those skills. A guy, we can say that our whole lives. Now, another woman gonna do it as long as our money right. So
Oh yeah,
that
no, that's a fact.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you get your money up, you gonna, you know, it's different when you get your money up.
Yeah, you're supposed to take whatever you want when you got that kind of money. That's what I think.
Now, especially if you got 150 mil, you know what I'm saying? Like my pockets changed when I started hitting 100K, but like, and you know what I'm saying? You can just do different stuff. Like the bigger your bag get, it's crazy how much you don't even really have to say you got money. I just feel like they just be smelling it. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just be in different environments and just doing different shit, and people can tell.
you look less stressed though. That's what it is. You look way less stressed. Yeah.
Nah, that's fact.
You got like, man.
That might be it.
They
But I
say,
don't know. Like you said, like if a man with 150 million can't demand that, whew.
Nobody
But
can. Bro.
we talked about, but that's what we talked about earlier. That's what they saying online, bro.
Yeah.
That ain't. I don't for a second believe that's the reality.
Yeah, they say one thing and do another one. That's exactly what it is, bro.
Let Cam Newton come up to any of these women and say that, like, yeah, you got to do all these things if you want to be with me. Why they be in line so quick? Oh,
Yeah.
I can kick it I can just start kicking it.
It's like the easiest job, cooking and cleaning, though. That's what's so funny. Like people complaining about it,
bro.
That's like basic.
Bro, I'm gonna put it to you like this: most people go to college. That's the stuff you're supposed to know when you go to college. God damn it, you have to clean and cook, bro. You know what I mean? It just, you know what it is, too, bro. Like we live in a society that everybody complains. Everybody complains. If you tell a fat person that is 400 pounds, they need to lose weight, there's something wrong with you. There ain't nothing wrong with a 400-pound person. There's something wrong with you for telling him. You see what I'm saying? So they go, oh, you fat shaming. I'm like, no, he should be ashamed to be looking like that, yo. Like that's not even a look. It's just a health issue at that point. Forget
A woman can say it to a guy, because I remember when I was gaining weight. I met one of my friends. She's like, man, she hit my stomach. You getting big? I was like, whoa. I started losing weight. I was thinking to myself, if I did the same thing to you, bro, it would have been.
Hell no. That's a felony, fam.
Felony, exactly.
That's a felony. You go to jail. You go to jail. Say that to a female. You call a girl fat. Yo, if you want to be nasty and offensive, go call a girl fat. I think a female can take call ugly. Because they know they're ugly, but you call her fat. Oh man,
bro, this is how you gotta do it, bro. This is what I be doing. I don't never call no girl fat straight up, but I'll just do some shit like I'll do some overt shit, like show some before and after pictures. Be like, cause I did this on one of our homegirls, but I was like, damn, look how we look when we was in Vegas or whatever. She looking slim. She kind of big now. And then I was like, and I like showed some pictures that we took recently, and then they just started amongst the women, they started talking about it like, man, why are we so slim back there? We're getting big and da 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 da. Now saying they were cool, casual, having that conversation, but if I would just came out the cuff and was like, hey, you know you gained some weight, right? Nigga would have been all kind of bullshit going down. You know what I'm saying? Like they would have been fighting. Been all
That's
pissed
real
off at me.
smooth, bro. That's real smooth right there. I never thought of that. That's crazy. I might use that
Bro,
one.
you show women before and after pictures. That's the gate. You just can't say it. Just can't say it outright because they be all ready to fight you over it.
I don't get in argument with women like that, bro. I usually what I do, I just if I know it's gonna head that way, I exit myself out the picture, bro. Because you know when the females start getting, when you know when the arguments start getting heated, and you know you can see stuff coming. You be like, if females start like, because you know most people, especially women, they like the way they argue. When they're losing their argument, they start pointing out shit that makes absolutely no sense. Just to win the argument.
Low blows, low blows.
Oh yeah, you got little dick energy. Or they're gonna start saying, they're gonna say some wild shit, yo. Oh, you must be gay if you agreeing with him. I'm like, yo.
Oh yeah.
That's the first one right there. Trying to destroy, trying to make you feel, trying to make you think that you gay.
No, but isn't that crazy though? I thought they supported gay communities, but how come the first time they want to insult somebody?
They fake support. It's fake support because most of these women be having most of their best friend. If the prettier the female is, the more they're gonna have a gay friend hanging around. Fact. Pay attention, bro. Every group of women gonna have that gay guy hanging around with them. But as soon as a man do something or might say something, they call him gay. So which one it is, girl? You're trying to degrade this guy at the same time you're hanging out with a gay guy. He makes no sense, yo. He makes no sense. That's what I say. I don't argue with women because there's no winning. Because even if you win, you lose. Because you're gonna look crazy for arguing with her, number one. And number two, if you lose, women just whip you.
this chick said that to me like, basically she wanted to kick it, and I was like, oh, I already told my nigga I'm gonna go hang out with him. We about to hit, a little happy hour spot or whatever. And she's like, ugh, what are y'all gay or something? Like, why y'all want to? Like, she really was upset about it. And I was like, why you jump to that just because I'm trying to go hang out with the homie? Like, why I gotta be gay? You know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I just kind of just ghosted it. But no, they do get in that pocket like that. You do anything, and just also the gay slur come out, and then you got to hit them with that. And what if I am? Would you hate gay people? Like, no, I ain't saying that. It's like, man,
do y'all see what's going on? Now that we're talking about it, do y'all see what's going on with with Benzino? He's supposed to hit up how you call it? A tranny? How you call it? Trans woman?
Transgender.
That he got exposed by a transgender or something. He got exposed. I just seen the headlines. I didn't look into it.
Yeah, supposedly, I think he talked with him a little bit, but he didn't know what was going on. And this is my thing, bro. Like, I don't understand these people, yo. Like, I just don't get it. They're trying to be accepted by the masses and everything, right? Which is cool. Everybody's supposed to be accepted. Don't get me wrong. Whatever you do is your business. I don't care. I don't give a fuck, right? At the same time, the same people that is fighting to be accepted, they turn around and they be trying to like
expose people,
expose and make. I don't get that mentality, yo. I just don't get it.
I never thought about it. That's kind of crazy the way you brought it up like that. They're trying to get accepted, but then they use talking to them as exposure. Exactly. I thought you're supposed to be normal.
So in my mind, the way I think is, I think they think it's bad. So because obviously you have to think it's degrading because you're trying to expose him doing something that you're already doing. You're already in that kind of on that field messing with other. If you're a man messing with another man, right? You're on that field. Now you're trying to expose that man being on your field. I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it, son. The same thing happened to John Buck. The same thing happened to what's the guy named Bobby Valentino. That happened to him. The transgender record him.
Isn't that crazy though? This show is not accepted, right? All these dudes' careers couldn't make it back after that exposure.
Oh man,
think about that.
And even if you prove it, it don't matter. They still believe you gay.
Exactly.
It's you gay, son. So you messed up, son. That's happened to that guy Benzino, son.
You know what's crazy when I think about the guy that got all the millions of dollars, right? So a woman is not going to have to work for the rest of her life. She's going to be able to get a car, anything she wants, a house, but she doesn't want to cook and clean. It's like, what type of, you know, just, it's a lot,
I had that conversation with women where like, they say like, oh, I don't want to have to work. If I got to work, if I'm going to be with you and I got to work, they don't want to be with you. And my thing is like, I'm always like, yo, you know, if y'all break up, you're going to have to work, cook, clean, and all the same shit you complaining about, right? Like, you still going to have to do that shit, like, whether you with me or not. I don't get the logic, like, why just because you with a man, you think, like, that is such oppression.
Yeah.
But,
well,
you know, people, when we just living our life, we still got to do that shit.
Most ugly chicks know that they're going to have to work like the rest of us. You know, because they're not going to get somebody to sweep them off the feet. And that's why you see most of the educated women are not that good looking. And it's nothing against these women, but they already know the deal. You know, if you look at a girl that says, oh, I wanted to do my career and this shit, she's not that. The hot chicks are working in the strip clubs. They're waiting at the sports games to get picked up, you know, because they have the looks. You know, and the killer is
looks at currency
even
at that point.
Yeah, looks is currency, man. And but the thing is you don't even want to cook and clean. You don't have to do nothing, you know. And it shows you the attitude of the modern. And I can't say all women, but definitely the majority. If they agree with that, that's crazy.
Oh,
that's
they were
crazy.
killing him. They were killing him, boy. They were killing him.
Oh,
They were saying like in the past 2 days, I probably saw about 1,000 posts about camnewton. Like, oh, do you want a slave? Oh, do your mama cooking clean? And actually, his mama cooking clean because she's married to this day. So obviously, she cooking and cleaning. Oh, she was like, oh man, he's a sexist. He's a sexist. Oh man, you know. One thing I learned about the internet, bro, I'm new to the game, bro. I'm new to this goddamn social media game, bro. I stay away from social media until like last year. One thing about social media, bro, like people, I believe a lot of people shouldn't have social media. I think they should have a test. They should test people to even have a page. Because a lot of people come in here and say the dumbest shit ever, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of people come over here to social media and they think they think that they're speaking game too. They come with that mentality, bro, telling other women that they shouldn't be doing this. Like the worst thing that happened to the rap gang is having these girls like having this kind of the female rapping saying like they don't cook, they don't clean, hot girl summer, because that females actually believe that even though that the rappers they don't live in themselves. Like look at Megan, bro. She be talking about hot girl summer. People know what do y'all know what hot girl summer is? What that really means?
Gonorrhea infection.
Exactly. Hot girl summer is a girl. Hot girl summer is a girl out there just getting busy, right? But look at the hypocrisy, bro. The hypocrisy is that Megan have a boyfriend for the past 4 or 5 years. So she really haven't lived no hot girl summer herself. She been wifed up the whole time. Right? The same thing with Cardi. Cardi talk about she don't cook, she don't clean, but she still got a ring. Yo, she's married and the guy, her husband posts her cooking and cleaning. Do you see the hypocrisy? But people on the internet believe it though. People, I mean, I don't want to say we, but most people are real easy to trick. They're real easy to trick on this internet street.
I was watching one of DJ Academic streams, and he was talking about his girl and how she like cooks and cleans around his house and stuff. Because he's basically like, you know, they were together, but he's basically like, man, I'm tired of paying for these maids and shit. I ain't trying to pay for these maids. And she's just being around. But he said he paid for basically all of her shit. And she was happily like, you know, taking care of the house, you know, taking care of his dogs, and all that type of shit. And he said she stopped doing it because some other girls told her like, oh, you being like a pygmy, you being like a slave, you taking care of all this stuff. And then he said she stopped doing it because she was getting shamed by other women about it. So it's kind of like, there's that part too. Like it kind of, you know what I'm saying? Some women that might be okay with that could just be getting shamed by other women to make them like, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to be like, they don't want to get made fun of and shit. Well, it's really ain't nothing wrong with that, especially if
what I said earlier, bro. What did I say earlier? The worst thing that your girlfriend can have is friends, bro. Her homegirls are your worst enemy for your relationship, man. That's a fact. That's a fact right there, yo. If a woman's in a relationship and she got single friends, bro, you're gonna have to tell your girl, you're gonna have to decide me or them, because they're gonna hate on your stuff, yo. They're gonna hate on your shit. At some point, they're gonna hate on your relationship.
Yep. That's true. That's very true.
That's what, like, man, it's crazy out here, bro. It's crazy. But fellas, man, I'm about to shut it down. I gotta take my kid to the park. She's bothering me right now. She's like, we supposed to go like a whole hour. Jelly, you ready? I gotta teach her how to drive the bike, because she's the only one who knows how to drive the bike.
Shit.
All right, brother.
All right, salute, man. Appreciate letting me on.
Yo, I appreciate everybody that pull up in here and rock with me for a couple hours. I appreciate it. I know you could have been doing anything else, but you over here rocking with me. That speaks volumes to me, bro. Smokes, man, you my guy. I rock with you.
Yes,
The
sir,
same
man.
with you, Jan. Smash TV, man. Everybody go ahead and subscribe to my to Smash TV, man. Go buy that book. Yo, what's the name of your book, brother?
Oh, the 48 Laws of Dating and the Black Pill. Yeah, both of those.
Where can they find that book, bro?
On Amazon. If they check out Amazon and type in the 48 Laws of Dating, it'll pop up. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have did this earlier, bro. My bad. I mean, I already put in the chat anyway. So yeah, whoever watches this in the replay, please support everybody that is in here, man. We're just in the comment right now. Please, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Share the link. I need more subscribers. I need everybody to share all of this on your social media.
What's the brother's Car been he been here the whole time in the comment.
Oh yeah. He always do that. He always
he always be around. I be seeing him around.
Yeah, if I ain't mistaken, one live stream, man, that I met him. I think was it. I forgot. I think more for the building. I think it was for the building. Thank you, my man, Carl, man. Like, I appreciate you. But he from Canada. I say even know. If I know where you're from, bro, that means you know or you've been around. Yeah, he a Canadian guy. Yeah, anybody want to say anything before we go?
Thank you for having me on, bro.
Thank you for having me on. Yep.
It's always cool.
Yo,
Kicking it over here.
Okay, man. I appreciate everybody, man. All right.
All
right. Peace, people.
Peace.
Well, this was another stream right here. This one will be one of my third or fourth live. This is the third one. Yeah, it's the third one. Yeah, well, I want to appreciate everybody that have been rocking with me. Please subscribe. Please share the link. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by August. I don't know. I think I can make it, but I'm gonna give it a real good shot. Please like the video. Please comment and let me know what you like, what you don't like. So I'm open for criticism. It's not, you know what I mean. Let me know. And if you got any topics that you want me to talk about, you can always slide on my DMs and Instagram at Papi_Blanco19. You can let me know what topic. Send me any video you want me to react to it. And thank you, and you're having a good afternoon. Okay, peace.